Well, I actually heard your first 100K was the toughest.
I'm convinced, honestly, after doing it a couple times, right? So I own a couple different companies. After doing it a couple times, I'm convinced any asshole can make $1 million. I just couldn't believe that people didn't know this, right? Like because I was so good at it. Like once you're good at something, like and it's second nature to you, you're almost like, how don't you know this? Like, there he is, looking like a baby.
Get your ass in here. Anyway, all right.
Holy shit, boys, I'm back.
Appreciate you guys joining us. What's going on? This is the Burn Down Podcast. I'm Justin. We got Neel Anand, right? Is saying that correctly?
Yep.
Eric is MIA. Eric is stuck in traffic. He is not here at the moment. He will be joining us shortly. Maybe in the next 15 or 20 minutes or so. So he's just going to be coming in. But today's guest, thank you very much for joining us here at the Burnout Podcast. If you're new to this channel, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to be notified. Share it with all your friends. Check out the website. You know the drill. But today's guest, we have Neel Anand, a.k.a. Neel, the IT guy from West Tech. He built a 7-figure company by the age of 28. And he's on the road to an 8-figure company.
Hopefully.
Right?
That's
He's
the
on the
idea.
road. He's on the road.
The
He's gonna make. It's gonna happen. But 7 figures by 28. His company's West Tech IT company. You'll see him on Instagram, Neel Anand. He does all these funny skits of getting these IT calls. And if you're in the IT business, if you're in the sales business, if you're in any sort of customer service business, customer facing, you know these calls. They happen all the time where you get some BS that has no idea what they're talking about. He does some of these skits, and they're hilarious. So you got to check him out. But, Neel, thank you for joining me here right now on the Burnout
thanks for
Podcast.
having me. Thanks for having me.
We were chit-chatting a little bit before, but now we're gonna get into it. So I wanna
for reference, I'm 30, by the way.
For reference, yeah. So now, now
I'm
he's
30.
This was the little snippet that we had seen. So tell me about West Tech. So we're gonna dive into a lot of stuff, okay? And I want to preface this is not like you're on the hot seat. I'm not going to be drilling you about what's the mission statement for your company. What are the morals? Doesn't matter. I think mission statements are stupid. Okay,
my dog is our HR department.
I think they're so stupid. I have to come up with them I think they're stupid. But anyway, so tell us about West Tech. What's West Tech about? How do you help your clients? How'd you get it started? I mean, 7 figures by 28 that's no joke, man.
It was fun, man.
That's some legit business right there.
So, I'll give you the whole story, right? So, I started out caddying at the age of 12, Knollwood Country Club.
Wait, stop right there. Stop right there. Are you a golfer?
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna stop this right now. We're gonna go and I don't know if you saw my net right there.
No, I didn't.
Gosh, okay.
No, I'm not a great golfer, but I'm a golfer.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Honestly, anybody that tells you they're good at golf is lying.
No,
they're just lying. Unless they're on PGA on TV, they're lying. They're not good.
Listen, there's like your average weekend warriors, right? And then there's good golfers, but then there's the scratch golfers.
Yeah.
And then there's those that are like trying to be on the PGA, and then there's the PGA. It's like those guys, you play one round with them, it's like,
you want to just give up golf. You want to play ever again.
They never miss.
No.
Does it ever get boring just hitting it dead straight every single fucking time? They're like, no,
but it's like a crazier game to them because they're trying to dial in by the inch. Like it's insane.
Yeah.
Like I'm just trying to get relevance.
I just want to find it.
Yeah,
I just want to hit it and find it. John Daly says, "Hit it if you can find it. Hit it again."
Yeah.
So
okay,
so you started caddying at Knollwood. Great club, by the way.
Oh, it's awesome.
There before you.
Yeah, so I caddied there from 12 to 24, I think. So I caddied there around 18. Young kid, winter obviously in New York. You can't caddy in the winter, right? I'm not one of those guys that flies down to Florida and whatever.
Yeah. Right.
So needed money during the winter, right? So luckily one of the members gave me a job in IT. I always like to mess around with computers. So worked for him for a little bit, a couple years. Turned out a couple people at the club and other places wanted me to do their IT. So started doing their IT. And I'll always say this, like, if you're starting a business, right, like, and you have an idea, don't ever go out, call a lawyer, get an LLC, the business account, right? Get proof of concept, right? Like, try to make a couple bucks first.
See if it works.
Yeah, see if it works. Like, there's no reason you should be going on legal Zoom, spending whatever it is nowadays, $500.
Nah,
whatever.
you can keep everything under the table.
You can. I mean, the IRS doesn't want to hear that, but you can.
But you can, and let's be honest.
You should.
You should. Let's be honest. You got to make sure that it works first, okay?
Yeah.
Before you start spending all your hard-earned cash, make sure that you got a viable business. You know, let's say if you whatever it is, if you're doing T-shirts or you're making like crafts or you're doing, just see if you can sell them to your friends and family first, and then maybe the little shops, pop-up booth at a crafts fair. See if you can sell them.
Yeah, see if you have something.
You know,
right? It's like if you don't have something, now you just have this LLC for no reason.
And the best thing too is with social media now is you can use that to start. This little business. You can put up an Instagram page, put up a Facebook page,
do a TikTok shop,
and start and just put like. Your email, like if you're interested, email me, and you can do everything through PayPal or Venmo, and be like, hey, listen, if you want one of these, give me your information. I'll send you one. Venmo me the $20.
I know businesses that have legit companies that take Venmo. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So I was doing IT. A couple people wanted me to do their IT, so I was like, screw it. Yeah, I'll start doing your stuff. Just doing it hourly. Turned out I started.
What do you mean? What does the
so
IT
like T&M, right? Time and materials. So just doing like just random BS, right? Like just fixing computers, like helping them with like their network.
So somebody's computer blue screens or some shit.
Yeah, like like a good example is like a demo company. There's this plumbing company I think was one of my first clients. Just helping him getting his Google Workspace set up. So like that's where you have like the @whateverplumbing.com, like setting that up for him. Setting up the computers for them, setting up the printer, blah blah blah, QuickBooks Online, like just getting all that stuff kind of situated. Getting like it's as stupid as going down to like the Wi-Fi and like getting calling Verizon to get better internet than
people's user
Optimum.
IDs and if they have like an email, getting their email accounts set up, their profiles,
and then teaching like, hey, you could do a shared calendar so that all your guys know like the jobs, right? And so like, it's silly,
but listen, it's stuff that.
People don't know.
Like, I don't know how to do that stuff.
Yeah, people don't know. And then like
we have an IT company, and every time I get locked out of my account, I call them. I don't know how to like.
Yeah.
I'm a sales guy. I mean, I was an engineer, and I'm savvy with computers. But when it comes to some of that stuff, like I don't know how to like. I got to go in through the back door. I don't know that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what you.
And
you do.
it's tough because like my whole life, I just couldn't believe that people didn't know this, right? Like because I was so good at it. Like once you're good at something, like and it's second nature to you. You're almost like, how don't you know this? Like, it's like common sense, but it's common sense to you. It's not common sense to the world. So, started doing silly stuff like that. I
have to interrupt you because I'm thirsty. My lips are parched.
Oh, the Yamazaki.
But we've got this. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, but we have to. He cometh, bringeth gifts.
Anywhere you go, you always got to bring a gift. You always have to.
Now, I've had this before. This is Yamazaki single malt Japanese whiskey. Japanese whiskey is, I don't want to say it's like.
It's not like, I don't know if it's the best, right? Like
I don't want to say underrated because
it's not.
Because people know it. Yeah. Right?
But you can't say it's like the best. That's like saying like you're the best movie in the world. Like nobody.
No, it's not. It's not the best. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say it's the best, but
yeah.
And I don't want to say it's underrated either. But if you haven't, a lot of people don't. Let me put it this way: I don't know if it's regularly available in every single restaurant. Like unless you go to like a Japanese steakhouse, they'll have a bunch of these. But if you go to a regular steakhouse, they might not have this.
No, it's Johnny Black or.
But I appreciate you. We're gonna open this up. We're gonna pour this out. But I had to let everybody know this was brought by Neel, and this is delicious stuff. So we're gonna crack this open. So Neel, tell us about the. So you're doing these IT things.
Yeah, so I'm doing the IT stuff. Then I started doing it for a lot of companies. Then finally opened my company.
Now, how much you think it's got a screw cap too? How much you think you were making?
I'll tell you.
Prior to opening it.
Yeah, like I don't know how much I was really making. Probably like 10, 15,000. So like I know the first year I did 20,000, right? And that was kind of discouraging, right? It's like, but like it's side money.
But I mean, listen, for the first year to make 20,000 is.
I didn't know any different. I was just in my head. I'm like, oh, this is cool. Like
any business, if you first year in business, if you make money, that's
right. It's like
I don't care if it's $1 or like if you make money, first year of business, you did something good. That's good.
Yeah. So open the company, all that stuff. 2016. Cheers.
Cheers, dude.
That's nice. That's smoky. It's nice.
I was gonna say it's like
Pairs great with a cigar.
It's almost so sweet too.
Yeah, it is.
Dang, that's good. I'll turn the. Can I turn it out, or am I gonna like? Who cares? We're already binged.
I was about to say ATF's gonna really come for you.
Binged, who cares?
We're an F away from having the ATF here.
Yeah, we're like one video away from just getting shut down completely.
Yeah, right. So,
but actually, no. But we're on Spotify now. So hey, if you go check us out on Spotify.
No rules.
There's no rules over there. We're like the Joe Rogans over there. Okay, we're joining Joe Rogan. We finally figured it out. So okay, so you're making like 20 grand the first year.
Making 20 grand. Still caddying, right? Still doing my thing. I
probably
think
made more from caddying.
Dude, oh my god, it's cleaning up caddying, dude. It was the best job I ever had because anybody that caddies, you just learn about life. Like just the crap that goes on in the caddy yard. Like you have so many different people, right? Like you have young guys like me, you have younger guys than you. Then you have like guys that are in their mid-20s to 30s, and then you have like the lifers that are like in their 50s that like do the Florida move like during the winter and everything, and like they're teaching you about life. The 30-year-olds are showing you like, oh, I'm a firefighter too, or whatever, or like I work. Dude, there was guys working in finance coming up to caddy on Saturdays and Sundays. It's like,
dude, because people don't realize that caddying, there's two, and I was never we wish I was never as into golf as I was now, but I wish I would have caddied because not only do you make, especially if you caddy in a private country club, like a big wig country club, okay, you can do 2 rounds, probably do 2 rounds a day, maybe 3 rounds a day, depending on. I know a kid that did 4. 4 is tough.
I know a kid that did 4, but it wasn't 4. It wasn't 4 foursomes, but he did 4 rounds.
Yeah, but you could probably do. If you got 3 foursomes, if you had an early
3 foursomes is really tough. Two is the normal.
Usually do 2, one in the morning, one in the afternoon.
Yeah, the double loop.
But if you do 2 foursomes and it's 1 caddy per foursome, okay, some people do 2, but if you do 1 caddy per foursome, then, and if you're at these high end things, you might get $100 from each guy.
You might even get more.
You might get more.
Like at the end of my career, like I don't know what a bag goes for nowadays because we don't have caddies at our club, but like. When I was finishing up at 24 6 years ago, 120 was like a per bag. Yeah, and then a putter was like $50-$60.
Yeah, I think
it's like you do a 2 and 2, man. You're cleaning up on one loop. You're cleaning up like 340, 320.
That's what I'm saying. My buddy, the club that we play at, it's Old Westbury. When we have caddies, I forget what like the minimum was. I want to say 50 a head for 9, 100 a head for
putters.
Well, they carry the putters.
Oh, yeah, the putters. Yeah,
they carry putters. Because we have carts and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think it's like maybe 50 a head for 9, and maybe 75 or 100 a head for 18, something like that. I'm not sure because they're not actually carrying the bags.
That's great. Honestly, per putter, that's the number. I'm going back.
It might be 50 and then 75, something like that for a putter. And then if he's carrying your bag, like if you're walking, then it's obviously more. It might be.
This is recent.
I think I don't remember off the top of my head, but I remember it's something like that. Maybe giving him like $50 for carrying the putters or something. But whatever it is, let's say it's $100 a guy.
Yeah.
And you do a foursome in the morning, you get 400. You do you're getting 800 a day.
Yeah.
You're getting $4,000 a week.
Dude.
In caddying.
In cash.
In cash. and not only that, but now if you're a young guy, who are you caddying for? You're caddying for people that they're not poor.
No,
these
they're
people
CEOs.
These guys have money.
These guys are C-suite. They own businesses.
You got an idea, or you're trying to get up into the you're trying to get investors. Or you're trying to find who better to talk to than these guys, and you caddy for them. You make a relationship. They like you. Like, hey, I want Neel back on my bag next week. Neel, I want you back next week, right? Neel, I want you. Next thing you know, you caddy for him 4 or 5 times, and then you're like, hey, hey, come have a drink. Whatever. Next thing you know, you got an investor. So not only are you making cash, but maybe you get, you pitch your idea like, hey, listen, if it's not too much, here's my card, here's my website, check it out. If you like, maybe we can set up a meeting.
Yeah. So like that, when I was doing caddying and IT at the same time, that's exactly how it was going to go. People just liked me caddying. I was a great caddy. Was I the best? Probably not. I mean, so many people I caddy would say like, dude, he sucked. Other people would be like, dude, he was great.
How long are you caddying for? 10 years?
I was caddying for 12 years. I knew the greens. I knew everything. Like I still play. I play there now. I'm a member now. So like I don't need a rangefinder.
That's
like
probably nostalgic.
It is crazy. Yeah, it's honestly it's nuts. I stopped caddying at 24 and then I joined at like 20. I joined at 26 in my 4th year as a member.
And so
it's
you know the
amazing.
greens like the back of your hand.
Dude, I know every green. I know every like area, but like the beauty of Knollwood is I still find myself in shots where I'm like, dude, I've never been here before. Like, I don't even know what.
If I remember correctly, Knollwood, there's really not much trouble.
There is and there isn't. There's none like visually, but like you could put yourself in a place that's
like
oh
a fairway
man,
bunker with a lip.
That, or like you can go into like some fescue or like a really awkward place where a tree is, and we have a 19th hole there, so that's what like it's really notable for. The Knollwood's actually really notable for. The story goes Bobby Jones designed Augusta in our dining room.
Really?
Yeah, that's like the whole like. There's so much like artwork and
true?
newspaper. Yeah, it's actually really true. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's pretty cool.
It's nuts actually.
Shout out to Rory for just winning the Masters.
Yeah, right. Oh
That
my
was so
God,
cool.
he deserved it.
I'm so happy.
But yeah, so I was caddying, just getting odd tee jobs from people, and then I hit a roadblock in my life, like most people do, and this will happen to anybody that's starting a business and working two different jobs, but like working a real job, well, not a real job, but like whatever their daily income is,
Yeah,
and
you're
then
working your
trying to
bill payer.
Yeah, exactly. You're trying to work the bill payer, and then you're working your dream, right? And then hit a crossroad where I literally said to myself, if I want this to take off, I got to leave caddying. And that was scary for me because that was my income, right?
You leave the
Luckily, I was young enough though to be able like to really make that. I was early 20s, right? So it's early 20s kid, like
how much money do I really need?
exactly. It's like I'm living at home. Like I could figure this out. Like if worst case scenario, if this doesn't work, like I'm sure one of the members will give me a job somewhere.
Yeah.
You know,
you kind of look at your bills. You're like, how much do I really need? I
Yeah.
need like a couple $100 a month.
I'll go work at Google or something.
You know,
I'm sure they'll hire
I'll work
me.
McDonald's for a couple days. And
Yeah.
then, you know.
So I did. So I flipped the switch. Second year, that was like my first year. At the end of my first year, and that's when I saw 20,000. It was discouraging, right? It's like you would think like, oh man, like I want to make all this money.
Yeah, you went from making like 20,000 a month caddying.
Yeah, literally, like right. It's like not that. I wish. Oh my God, I'd still caddy then.
I know if that's what the number. Like, granted, people that are don't just quit your job and go caddying.
Yeah,
okay?
no, don't do that.
That's
Yeah.
not the real. That's like the
Toll on your body.
That
too.
is the glorious yellow brick road emerald castle. Like that's not realistic. Okay, you'll probably make half that if you're lucky. You can probably make a couple thousand a month. You're not gonna make $4,000 a week every single week. Okay.
No, and then you also got to remember winter, right? Like there's November, like winter really starts.
Maybe if
for
you're catering
caddy-
in like Jupiter, Florida,
unless you're making the move, right? But if you're up here in the east, like northeast coast, at halfway through November, it's kind of dead, and then it doesn't start back up until March. So you got December, January, February, and March. But you could basically put another month between the half of March and the half of November. You got 4 months where you're making no income.
We played last year the day after New Year's.
Oh yeah, everybody did. That was a beautiful day. Everybody remembers that day.
I was like, this
Everybody
is
remembers
wild.
that
I was
day.
on the course. I'm like, this is January 2nd. It was like 50-something degrees. But I've also played in December. I think it was like a couple of weeks, but I have the video. It was like maybe 30. It was 38 degrees, 37 when we teed off, and then it said it was going to get to like
50-ish,
and it got to like 43. So it was like
43's tough.
it was. I'll play in anything above 40, and I was like, oh my God. And then
I will too,
I
yeah.
remember that it was like 39 before it was kind of in the afternoon. The clouds were coming. It was a little chilly, and I remember hitting I hit a 4-iron thin. And it
to win it. Oh, it shook that. Oh, dude, I hate when that happens.
Stung for like 3 holes, and I didn't hit anything more than a 7-iron after that. I was like, no. I went
bunting 3-wood everywhere.
I was literally. I went from like my wedges to 9.8, and then if I had anything more than a 7, I just hit a hybrid.
Yeah, right.
I just chunked down on a hybrid.
Yeah, bunting it out.
I was like, I'm not even gonna worry about this.
Yeah,
6-iron bad, 5-iron bad, 3-iron, 4-iron gun. Nope, not hitting any. Driving iron. Nope.
I won't play in rain. Dude, if it's drizzling, I won't even do it.
Really?
I do. I hate being wet.
Even if it's like warm.
I hate being wet. Like I can never play in Ireland or Scotland. Right? It's like the weather changes there.
Or
like
the Pacific Northwest, you'd be
every 4 holes in like Ireland, Scotland, the weather changes. It could be sunny on the first hole and it could be downpouring on the 4th hole. Apparently.
See, what I don't like is I'll play at the wind. I
don't
hate
like the wind.
the wind.
Really?
The wind sucks, especially if it's gusting.
Yeah.
Because you'll hit a perfect shot and you have a gust of wind and knocks the ball down. You're like 40 yards short. You're like, son of a bitch, man. That's annoying.
Yeah, no, that does suck. So, but yeah, back to
yeah, we go on tangents.
No, I know. So I split it up. I left caddying, scariest thing in the world because that's my source of income. I just went full force into IT. Second year I did like 40,000. Second year I did like 60,000 when I did leave, right? So I made another 40. I cleaned up another 40,000 that year.
Did you incorporate or LLC or start?
Yeah, I was already LLC'd by that, and like by middle of the first year I LLC'd because like I was like in IT it's a little bit different. Like there's like you can get screwed, right? If
and
you
I
don't
feel
have
like
certain stuff in place.
Yeah, and you said like you went into it being your full-time thing. You're like I have to.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna have to claim taxes. Like I can't just.
It's not even the taxes. It's just like covering my ass basically. Because it's like, dude, I'm handling people's data. Like, what happens if like shit hits the fan?
Yeah.
Right. It's like.
And I imagine you have insurance on it and stuff. Because,
yeah, of course. Yeah. We have everything: cyber, GL, PL, workers comp. At this point in my life now, yeah.
So you go from 20. You go from 20 like 60.
I went to 20 to 60. Then the other 2 years I did. The 2 years after that, I banged out like $130 or something like that. Both years consistently.
All by yourself?
I had I had this kid Brian. He was helping me out, like 1099 kind of work. It didn't really eat too much into that number. He was great work. I taught him. I remember the first computer we ever built. Because he's my friend's. He's my friend's brother. He's also my friend as well. But he was really young at the time. I remember teaching him IT in his kitchen, building his first computer with him for a client. In the kitchen in Far Rockaway, Queens, and he liked it. And the funniest thing is that computer has made it back to me. No matter how many times I've tried to get rid of it, it's just made it back to my office. Like it's in my office right now. Like because
you built it from scratch.
Yeah. We used to do back in the day.
Well, scratch meaning like you didn't
like from parts.
Yeah, you
didn't.
No,
I didn't solder the board. Jesus, no. Yeah. But
for people like, I gotta explain it because people are like, wait, you built it from scratch?
No, right? Oh, there he is, looking like a baby.
We're recording, man. So get your ass in here. Wait, you gotta make sure your camera angle and you gotta put your SIM card in there and then turn it on.
Yo, what's up, brother?
What's up, baby?
How you doing?
What's up, my boy?
What's going on, big dog?
Sorry, boys.
You're all good. We're cooking, man. We're half an hour in. We're cooking. We actually. I made sure that we went on tangents, so we didn't get to the.
Is that why you even did? I'm trying to get this story.
I know, dude. I know.
I'm joking.
No, he was talking right before we started. Right before we even fucking. This is recording. We got to do yours. Right before we even started, right? He goes. I said, all right. So tell us about West Tech. You know how this. He's like, well, I was. So I was caddying at Norwood. I said, stop.
Yeah, like 3 words in.
You're a caddy. I'm like, do you golf? He goes, I do. I'm like, we're gonna shut this off. We're going. I got the simulator. We're going golf.
You have a sim?
Well, I have a.
Or just a net.
I'm building this.
You're building a sim?
Not a full.
Oh, okay. You're putting like the thing down to like. Okay,
yeah,
I know what you mean.
I have the net. I have the mat. I have the TV.
Yeah.
With the cable. I'm waiting on the launch monitor.
Oh yeah, the launch monitor.
Once I get the launch monitor in, and I have like chairs all set up.
You can spend like $7,000 by accident buying a launch monitor.
I know,
yeah,
okay.
you can really.
But I'm
do
getting
that.
so there's one called SkyTrack, and they have SkyTrack Plus.
SkyTrack is amazing. Yeah.
But if you get the regular one, it's only like you can get it used for like $500, $600, $700.
Really?
So I'm gonna get one of those, and then you can hook it up
and then play Pebble Beach, dude.
And then I'll be right here smoking stogies playing it. But anyway, all right.
Holy shit, boys! I'm back. I made it. I fucking made it.
Look at what he brought us. Dude.
Oh, let me see. I need some of that.
Yamazaki.
All right, give me a glass right
Hell
there.
yeah! I need
let's
fucking
let's get you set up. Nobody likes to drink alone. Come
Bro.
on. Let's get you set up.
I apologize. My
No.
meeting went over like an hour and a half than I expected.
All right, you going to Dilly or a Billy?
Give me a Billy. I need something
Dude,
more
I
strong.
love this cigar, by the way.
Thank you,
This
bro.
cigar is amazing.
Appreciate it.
I was telling Justin, I felt like such an idiot when I saw you in Scarsdale, and I was like, oh, like, yeah, I joined the cigar lounge. Like, you want me to bring cigars? And I realized after like literally 5 minutes later, I was like, oh shit, they have like a cigar company.
Yeah.
And I was like, my dumb ass just tried to offer them cigars.
I got you to cut it right there.
Classic.
Yeah.
It's
So
all
we were.
good.
Well, Eric, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be a part.
So we were getting into this story. Like, so we went off on tangent. We were talking about all sorts of other things. But so Neel was telling us how he started caddying. And he was caddying at Knollwood, which we played at, which
Nice.
now he's a member at Knollwood.
Hell yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I'll bring you guys out whenever.
And then
Oh, man.
I love that course. And
Yeah.
so he was talking about how he started his company just doing like IT, just random jobs here and there.
Yeah, just doing it for members.
Maybe
right?
like $20,000 a year. And then the next year it goes to $60,000. And then the next year it goes to $130,000. And now we're talking about how he had left, and now he's kind of doing this full time. He opens the company up, and he's
so
teaching
like
people. He taught somebody how to build a computer in the kitchen. So
yeah, one of my first guys that was like working for me. I don't consider him my first employee because he was 1099 or whatever. But he's a great kid, amazing kid. He actually works at Pepsi now doing IT. I think he just left Pepsi. I don't know where he works. I tried to get him back. He didn't want to come back.
I know a guy. I know,
Baby, come back.
Yeah,
know a
right.
guy
I was like,
at
yo, just
Pepsi.
come back. Just come hang out.
Yeah,
That's
come
what
on, bro.
every time I hire somebody, my ending thing is, yeah, just come hang out. Yeah,
Nothing serious.
yeah, just come hang out.
I
do
know
it.
a guy, one of our family friends. Her husband is a chemical engineer for Pepsi. He designs new flavors at Pepsi.
The fact that it's a chemical engineer
How
scares me.
fucking
That scares
crazy
me.
Oh,
he
That
is,
100%.
right? Yeah, like he.
That scares
I go,
me. Why do
you're
you
like
need a chemist?
I don't know, but he's like he comes up with the different flavors and shit. I'm like, dude, what?
We just want Pepsi. We don't want anything else.
Like,
we
Yeah.
just want
what the-
Pepsi.
Half of those flavors aren't allowed in the Europe.
How do you get that job?
I know.
How do you get that job?
I know.
Like
Yeah.
you're whatever a flavor creator. I don't know.
You ever heard about that guy from Breyers, I think? Or what's the one called that starts with an E, the ice cream?
Oh, the taste tester.
Yeah,
guy?
do you ever see that taste tester guy where he just takes this food?
Yeah.
His tongue is insured, apparently. Like,
Yes, it is.
Yeah, how
I've seen-
crazy is
Yeah,
that?
it's
It's
nuts.
insured.
He's like, you get that cream, that sweetness.
yeah.
What did you say?
Yeah, he's doing the. Yeah.
Got a job. I want that job, man.
Well, boys, cheers.
Yeah, okay.
Cheers.
Neil, thanks for coming
Cheers.
on. Sorry for being late.
No, thanks for having me,
No.
guys.
So
That
I love
was
the studio. It's beautiful.
yeah, we started. We're only half an hour in. We didn't start. We
All
weren't
right,
like
cool.
that. But we.
I'm like, we're in this meeting, big contractor, and I'm like, it just keeps going and going, and the guy who I'm with,
lotion. Oh,
yeah,
Oh,
they're just rocking. They're just going back. I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, all right, it's 3:30, 3:40. Oh shit! All right, it's 4 o'clock. Oh shit! 4:30. All right, we're finally getting to leave. We're finally leaving. 4:45.
Oh, my God. You didn't even make it out of Westchester till 5?
No, I was on Long Island. I was in Island Park,
Oh.
which is like south, like Long Beach.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I was all the way down there.
I was going to text you and say, like, you want a carpool or something.
That would be the smart thing to do.
Yeah, right?
That would be the smart thing. And I looked. I'm like, oh shit! It says 50 minutes. I was like, it's like just start without me because I'm fucking stuck out here.
but
So-
it's all good. So we got into So you build this business. Now you're like a couple of years in.
Yeah, so
You
now
train
at this
somebody.
point, I'm at 4 years in, and you know, I hit the same number 2 years in a row, and I was just like, fuck, like I can't break this, right?
That's right. You were talking about every entrepreneur, every business owner is going to hit like a wall at some point.
Yeah, so I hit the wall, and I literally came up with this idea in my head. It was COVID. It was June 2020. And I was like, do I go and backpack Asia? I'm not even joking. Do I go and just backpack Asia for like 6 months? Or do I bring a partner in and like try to make something of this?
Wait, hold up.
I swear. Yeah, no, I know.
Those are two
I
complete
know.
opposite ends of the spectrum.
Dude, I'm such an extreme, like one or the other.
Do I say fuck this business? I'm going to Asia.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a monk for 6
During
months.
COVID, you think about going to Asia?
I know. How stupid is that?
I totally missed that part too. Like
the Philippines was lit.
Oh,
Yeah,
no doubt.
my buddy was out there backpacking, so I was like, oh, I'll just go meet him out there and just backpack with him for like 6 months.
you're gonna be like that girl from freaking White Lotus. I'm gonna live in a monastery for a year. no AC, concrete bed.
People
no
call it a mini retirement now. Like millennials call it a mini retirement, where you just take off your job and you just go and fuck off somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, it's literally called. I just saw it the other day. It's called a mini retirement.
Well, to be honest, if you
Millennials are fucked up.
no, but like if you think
They
about
do-
it,
they do
if
weird
you think
shit.
about it, here in America, if you like you can make $100K a year. Okay, let's say you make $100K a year, and you work for like 10 years. Okay, let's say you get out of school, you're 22. You work, let's say you're 35. Okay, you got some money in the bank. Let's say you saved up some cash, right? So you have a little 401k. Let's say you have all said and done, you have I don't know 150, couple 100K.
Yeah,
You can literally just fuck off and go to like Thailand or go to
live like a king.
or go to
Go to like Africa.
Morocco. Go to Morocco.
Yeah,
Go to like one of these countries. Go to Indonesia and
Bali,
live like
dude.
a
Ugh.
fucking king.
yeah, live like a king.
You could live that. You could
sell
go to,
coconuts on
you
the
could
beach.
go to. I have a
Sick.
friend. I have a friend
Sick.
that lived in Morocco for many years. She speaks fluent Arabic, and she goes. I asked her. She's like, "You guys, my wife and her good friends. She's like, you got to come down and visit like a vacation." I was like, all right, we'll come, maybe we'll come for like a long weekend or something, or maybe we'll come for a week. Like, what do you think? Like a couple $1,000? I don't know. She's like, couple thousand. If you bought like a couple thousand, you'd be fucking royalty down here.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? She goes, you can come with like 500 and you're gonna live like absolute.
I'd rather bring the couple thousand.
I'm like, dude. I was like,
spend that cash.
I was like, you get 100K, you could buy Morocco. Like, so that's to your point. So these people, they do that. They work for like a decade, and then they save up some cash, and they just piece for like 50 grand and go somewhere where they live off of like, $1,000 a year, and they're like, I'm done.
Me and my buddy,
you could do that.
He owns a really successful demo company, and like we always make the joke, like now it's at the point where we make the joke, like let's go sell coconuts, right? Like that's the saying of like, dude, let's screw off and let's just go sell coconuts down on the beach. But now our thing is like, dude, if we went and sold coconuts, like we're so like hungry and just built different, we'll end up franchising it. We'll be on every beach, and by accident, exactly where we try to leave, it will create down there.
Build a coconut empire.
Yeah, we'll build a coconut empire by accident, and then we'll have to go escape somewhere else.
It's gonna be called Westchester Coconuts down there, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
So okay, so let's.
Yeah. So I'll go back to it.
We'll do, Westtech, was it called Westtech at this point?
It was always called Westchester Technology. I tried to buy Westtech.com from a guy, like it's a company in Germany. Dude, I didn't know. It's like a multi-million-dollar company based out of Germany. And dude, like I tried to offer this guy $5 grand, 10 grand. Once I said 20 grand just to see what he would say. And every time denied me. Then I had a professional broker. I didn't even know these existed. A professional domain broker. I met him and I was doing some stuff for him. And I was like, yo, do you mind trying to figure this out? He went $500,000. They went $500,000 for Westtech.com.
Dude, I thought you were gonna say when you were saying I didn't know that there's $1 million. That's $1 million. That's a multi-million-dollar industry.
Oh yeah,
domain
brokerage. Yeah, people
domain brokerage, domain selling.
Yeah,
there's people that will sit and just wait for like news to come out of a company that might be like starting up, or news of this or news of that, or they get an idea. They go, oh, this, AI something. They'll go on AI.com and they'll just buy it. Or they'll go like they hear this new brand of like I don't know, brand of
cigars
of something coming out, cigars.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm gonna buy it, cigars.com.
Yeah.
And then they buy it, or especially like AI, when AI came out, or robotics, they just buy the domain.
Yeah.
And then somebody comes and makes this big company.
Yeah.
Like Tesla comes along and says, I want to buy AI.com. Like, well, I own it, and you have multi-billion. You're gonna have to pay me $1 million for the domain. And then Tesla be like, fuck it, fine.
You ever hear about the guy from Google?
I have not.
So
I feel like that's a joke.
And I swear
that guy from Google.
This employee from Google.
Yes.
Google.com.
Yes.
The domain actually like expired.
Yes, he bought it.
And an employee at Google knew
it.
Yeah, he bought it. And I don't know if the number ever got disclosed, but
it wasn't much. They gave him like a couple $1,000 as like a thank you.
Was it just a couple thousand?
That's the one that I saw. It's the same guy.
He got screwed.
Yeah, I was gonna say. He got a couple.
Well, no,
thousand,
they said something like they realized it was an error and they refreshed it, or like they backed it out, like they kind of like reversed the transaction.
He literally owned it. That guy owned it.
That's cool.
Yeah, that guy owned it. Yeah, look it up. That guy owned it, and Google found out, and they sold it back to him. Like he sold it back to them. I don't know what the number was, but like
it's a big business.
Now you can't do that. Like we tried it. One of my guys is in Montauk. We do a restaurant down in Montauk, and he saw this place. It's called the Montauk. I don't care to say it. It's called the Montauk. We don't do their IT, but it's called the Montauk or something like that. He went to go click on their website because he wanted to go eat there, and it said Montauk for sale or something, like on GoDaddy. Like, bring it to you, GoDaddy. Calls me immediately. He's like, dude, buy it. We got to buy it. I tried buying it, but I think now because of something like that situation, they like put a hold on that domain for like 90 days before like you can like go and buy it.
So if something expires, but a fresh domain, you can come up with a name.
Oh yeah, a fresh domain you can go buy, but like it's not always $10, right? Like sometimes it's
no.
Google paid him $12 grand to get it back.
That's ridiculous. Are you kidding? 12 grand. I would have
Google offered him a reward for uncovering the security flaw. Initially $6,000. Listen to this: $6,006.13, which then doubled to 12 grand when Ved stated he would donate the money to charity.
How did he come up with that number? I almost want to believe that that's a fake like number that they just put out for PR, and like he sat in a room and said like I want
like $150 grand.
I want $1 million.
Did they say the guy's name?
Yeah, it was.
Let's just say Google that guy. I bet you he doesn't.
I bet you he doesn't work at Google.
I bet you he don't work. He's down in like the Canary Islands.
Sanmay Ved.
Yeah, some Indian.
Yeah, he's back in India somewhere.
Yeah, dude, he's living like a king.
He's living in a chocolate palace like Willy Wonka, man. Okay.
Well, he's on LinkedIn if you want to see him on LinkedIn.
Yeah, he's
No
probably
way.
owner of what was it? What's
Patel
his name?
Enterprises.
Yeah.
Let's see his LinkedIn. What's his?
He don't work at Google anymore.
No chance.
Unless it has an update. It's be like work at Google. It's make Google from this.
Unless Google in their contract for $1 million said like we're gonna fake where
here he
you
is
work.
right here.
Yeah.
Here's Sammy Ved. So
What-
Sen May Ved.
What does it say? What does
Senior
it-
manager, small business sales, founder of 2 e-commerce ventures.
Yeah,
Let's see.
founder, dude. He got paid, bro.
That motherfucker
He
got paid,
bro.
son.
Well, it says he's still.
Stay till present, or does it say?
Probably says the day that article came out. Like I
right.
left Google.
Worked at Google.
No, he's still. It says at Google, senior manager, small business sales, March 2022 to present, and then he has a couple other years underneath his belt.
I didn't-
Unless
Google told them keep that up.
no,
yeah.
unless either A, Google said, listen, part of the thing is you got to keep that up. You can't just, or B, part of the 12,000 where he was like, all right, I'll sell to you for 12,000, but you got to promote me right to the fucking
Yeah,
top.
and I want
Yeah.
this bonus.
I
I
want
want shares.
Yeah,
Yeah, right?
he probably got shares. That's probably what he
Yeah.
got. He's probably
Yeah,
like,
we'll pay you
He
in
had to come on.
shares.
Pay the man.
So
Pay the man.
That's
all right.
funny.
So West Tech.
Yeah.
We'll eventually finish. the
We'll
story.
eventually get to the end of this story.
We got to change this dynamic. Last few times we talk, Justin's like, all right. So we were saying, all right. So we were saying.
I'll just get to the end real quick. So
No, you know what? I'm gonna mute my mic.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I'll
yeah,
mute
like
my mic.
where's the plug?
Right here. Ready? You can't hear shit.
There you go. Perfect.
So I was either gonna go backpack or I was going to bring a partner in, and funny trying to go get a partner, right? It's like interviewing almost. Like I had these 4 guys in mind. Honestly, 3 of them wanted a business plan, and like I hated AI wasn't out. So I couldn't have this AI to build a business plan, right? So the one guy that's my partner now, he's awesome. He didn't ask for a business plan; he just believed in it, right? So he's a lawyer. He owns a big law firm. So what we did was he got all these contracts together. We changed from hourly to monthly recurring. So my company's called an MSP, like managed service provider. And yeah, man, it just snowballed. So our first couple clients paid us like $600 to like $1,500. I thought the big fish was the one I got like after in the same year for like $5,000. That was like my big thing. Just picking up clients like that, $2-3 a month.
And you're just managing their tech
exactly
every month.
Yeah, and then I had my first employee who quit his job. He quit his job at midnight, like no 2 weeks or anything. Like he just got pissed off at the company, rightfully so. They deserved it. Like I don't even know the company name or whatever. I'm not gonna say it anyway. But so he wasn't working. I was like, yo, come work for me. And he still works for me. He runs my office. He's amazing. So we ended up doing all that. Next thing you know, and these are all my friends I'm hiring at this point, right? So then I hired another kid. He's my friend. I hired another kid. He's my friend. Soon we're at 4 people. Then after that, we're just snowballing at this point. So then I'm bringing in contracts that were like $5,000-6,000, right? And then I got my biggest contract, like $13,000, right? And that was huge to me, right? I was like, how the fuck did I just do this? Like $13,000 a month? Like somebody's about to pay me $13,000 a month to do IT. Like that didn't click in
You
my
like to do something that probably takes you like
and
an hour.
like in my head, it's just like, how isn't this like common sense, right? It's like, what?
Now, can you? So how? I don't know if you can disclose this without giving up your like holy grail.
I'll say as much as I can. I try
Yeah,
not to
I'll-
talk
I'll-
about.
I'll
I try
ask
not
the
to say
question.
specifics about clients.
No,
but
I'll
yeah.
ask the question, not about the client.
Yeah.
But I'll ask the question, and you can divulge as much
Yeah,
information as you want. Is how long does it take you? Like you said, so you're managing their stuff every single month. What does that look like from a time basis? Like,
Oh, yeah.
Are you doing? Is it like an hour's worth of work? Are you doing every single day? And
No.
like,
So
what is it?
so when we're giving IT to people, we're managing obviously the internet coming in, the firewall, the network, their servers, whatever software they have, down to their computers and their employees, right? So like we're even managing like we have a help desk. You can call us at a certain number. You can email us to put a ticket in, and it can be stupid stuff like my Outlook isn't working or like something dumb, all the way to like, hey, we want to integrate this software into like our situation, right? On top of that, that's just the support, the general support. On top of that, we're big on moving all of our clients to the cloud. So like we're coming in, ditching the on-prem servers, moving them to the cloud, whether it's moving the actual server to the cloud, which we never really have to do because there's always SaaS, which is software as a service. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. So,
I used to work for AT&T.
oh, no way.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's always a SaaS, so we can move all their stuff to SaaS, and then if there's files on the server on the data, if there's data on the servers, we're moving that up to the cloud and like into SharePoint or something. And we're really honestly like, I didn't realize it until recently. We're giving people like Pepsi kind of enterprise tech for like small business. So like our big thing now is like giving you enterprise tech for a small business at small business pricing, right? Because we just figured out how to do it.
That sounds like a mission statement right there.
Yeah, probably. But like we just figured out how to do it, right? And we were just like, cool. Like, and it's easier for us to manage, right? So we have every IT company has something called a stack. It's your softwares that you install and everything. So we have a stack. It's honestly the best stack I've ever heard. I know a lot of IT companies. As you can imagine, we take over IT from all these other IT companies when we're doing the transition, and we laugh now when we take over IT because we're like, dude, like these guys suck. like really, this is what they got handed. Like we have so much work to do. So, yeah. Fast forward, we're at 10 employees now. We offer health, dental, vision, 401k. I think even group life insurance. I don't know how that works,
Nice.
but yeah, everybody has a salary except for like one or two of the guys that are new. And yeah, man, it's just fun. Now we're at the point where we're in that like 2.5 to 3.5 million phase where it's really tough to get to 5. You're almost honestly going backwards to get to 5 because now you're working on operations, you're working on SOPs, you're working on just like flows and getting everything done. Like sales is cool, but at some point you have to like not pause the sale, but you have to turn around and work back on the company, right?
Yeah,
so you're like trying to get as efficient as possible. So like my goal is to only go do. I don't want to only go doing sales, marketing and stuff. I still love the tech, but my job isn't IT anymore. I thought my job was IT, but it's not
anymore.
My job is sales.
You're the
marketing.
face of the company.
Yeah, my job is sales and marketing. Like that's what I do,
Yeah.
and I let the guys in the office. And I'm not a micromanager by any means. Like I always give my input or whatever, but I know my role, sales and marketing. If my guys have a question, they always call and ask. But they got really good at just being self-sufficient.
Good.
So now you have a team of guys that do it, and you're just like the sales.
Yeah, basically.
Trying to go out and get more clients.
Yeah, I'm the sales, and
How do you get sales?
A lot of the time, I'm big on word of mouth. I just started doing like the videos and stuff recently. Like
That was one of my next questions.
yeah, so
Yeah, we talked about that before we.
we'll get to the whole social media in a sec, but it's always
funny.
been word of mouth, networking, like the events we go to, right? I don't really know if I really get a lot of leads from those events. Like I'm not doing IT for like probably I don't even know if I'm doing IT for anybody in the circle. But it's not about that, and nor do I care about that. It's about them knowing what I do because they might have friends that have big businesses that want me to do their tech.
Do you have like a niche client base that you try to go
So we
out?
do a lot of construction. I love construction companies because it's just so it's so easy for us because we do so many of them. We do a lot of car dealerships. We do a lot of pharmaceutical. We do a lot of lawyer or accounting kind of situations. We do a couple restaurants. And we just took over our first municipality.
Nice.
So we do PD, court, fire, water, highway. So now I'm trying to do more of those because it's just
what
nice.
do you So you said you like continuously hiring more. What are you What are you like looking for now? You looking for more IT guys? You looking for more sales guys?
No, I'm only looking for IT guys right now. I stopped hiring my friends after a little bit.
You can only do that solo.
I would have loved to kept doing it.
I know.
I wanted to keep
but then
doing
it turns
it.
then it turns into a frat party.
I know, and I wanted to do that. My main guy that I told you, he wouldn't let me do it anymore. He's like, you got to stop doing that. Like, he's like, if you want me to manage these guys, like, no more friends.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, like, come on. And like, you learn that you don't really run this place anymore, right? Like my favorite thing is saying, I just work there, dude. Like, I don't really know.
My name's just on the check.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's like I just work there and sign checks.
I get paid to sign. That's what I get.
Yeah. So it's funny. It's a crazy transition, but like slowly business owners learn. Like you guys opened up a cigar company, right? Slowly you'll probably learn, if it hasn't happened already, like you're not really in the cigar business. You're really in the marketing or in the sales business or in the operations or in the manufacturing or however. But you'll slowly realize like you're not in that business, like you physically, right? You're more of like a sales guy or you're more.
I feel like that goes with any business as like an entrepreneur. If you're starting a business, whatever the business is, you slowly realize that you're not in that. Whatever it is, you're not in that. You're in sales and marketing.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
That's what you're because, for Grant, like perfect example. You said we have a cigar. We're in the cigar business. We're not actually in the cigar business. We are in the marketing and sales business.
You're not rolling cigars.
Like
Yeah.
we have somebody that does.
We're trying to sell
But
cigars.
we're marketing and sales, right? Which is why I kind of asked, and for people that are listening or watching, we always like to, if they're in the search for a new position. I don't know. Listen, my sister is. You had mentioned building a computer. My sister built her computer from scratch, and she does a lot of like I don't want to say the mundane stuff, but like the data analytics, and she'll do like
Kudos to her, dude. That shit's boring.
Yeah, like the spreadsheets and all that stuff. But she's like very, very techie as well. So that's why I was like, hey, if you're looking for, like, give you my sister's information.
Yeah,
she's,
listen,
listen,
we're always down to look for more
If
talent.
you're looking for more,
Yeah.
like she's and for anybody that's listening, listen, that's why we do this, man.
I am big on no work from home though. Like I'll let my guys work from home some days when they ask, but like I will never hire a
Where's
full
your office?
Not right now. I won't hire a full remote. Elmsford.
Elmsford. Okay.
Yeah, we're actually right next to Captain Lawrence.
Captain Lawrence.
Yeah, so that's like you remember where Sports Time is, where the Westchester Skating Academy is.
I'm not too familiar with Elmsford.
Really?
No, I'm a Long Island boy.
When did you move to Eastchester?
I moved to Tuckahoe 5 years ago. I was there for 2 years. I moved to Eastchester. It'll be 3 years.
Oh, okay.
June.
So yeah, I get why. Well, Sports Time doesn't exist anymore. It's
I know
it's a car
the
dealership,
only thing
but
I know in Elmsford is
the Cigar Republic, probably.
the People's Cigar.
People's Cigar.
Oh, that's the one.
It's the new one.
Sal owns that.
He does.
Yeah,
we did an event there.
Did you?
They hold the blueprint of Diligent.
Yeah, they do.
No way.
Yeah.
We did a good.
Oh.
Yeah, we did a good event there. It was a fun little.
Yeah, you just placed another order last month.
When was that event? That was
Halloween.
This cigar
Halloween,
is great. Like I would smoke this all the time.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That was like the day before my Halloween party.
Yeah.
When I got absolutely boxed off of bourbon.
Yeah, good
that was fun.
Speaking of, get it on.
Yeah. I drank a whole bottle of Angel's Envy, and I skipped dinner. Oh, bro.
That's tough. Oh, you skipped dinner too.
Bro,
You were
I was
smoked.
dude.
You were
Yeah, I
smoked.
was
You were
fucking
done.
rocked.
Thank you.
I had a blast, but I was rocked.
Oh, the fuck, he like a whole bottle of zombie on an empty stomach. Jesus
Well, no,
Christ.
I mean, so the long story short is we have a Halloween party every single year.
Where do you do it?
Right here in the house.
Oh,
Like-
that's
like-
awesome.
Like big, like huge.
Oh,
like,
with your friends and shit.
yeah, I mean,
Oh,
we'll
okay.
have like
okay.
50 people there. Everybody gets
Wow,
done up.
really?
We have a band. We have a caterer. We give out awards. We have like a voting booth.
Big
It's like-
Halloween guy.
It's like a
Big
whole.
Yeah, big spooky guy, huh?
Well,
yeah.
you know what's funny is I'm not like a horror film kind of guy.
Yeah.
This just kind of started as like, hey, my mother did Christmas. Christmas is my favorite holiday. My mother did Christmas party. I had a friend do St. Patty's Day. We had somebody else do 4th of July, and I was like, we'll pick Halloween. We'll pick out of the hat. We'll do Halloween.
Yeah.
And it started off with like just the family, 10 people, and then 10 became 15, then at 20, then 30, then 40, and now it's like 8 years. But anyway, running around setting up everything, like I got to do this, and like the party started. 5 people came in. 10 people came in, and everybody needed something, and I was pulled in all these different directions. And I was like, I'm going to eat. And I ate at like 3 o'clock, and then I skipped dinner. I skipped like dessert, and I was just like, after all this, I'm like, I need a fucking drink. So I drank, had another one, had another one, had another one. Next thing you know, it's midnight, the whole bottle's gone. I'm like on the floor.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell just
I'm
happened?
sure you can relate. I've had a couple of those
Oh,
nights.
yeah. You
bro.
have those nights.
You don't
man.
want to hear the last time I did that.
You have
one.
those
Uh,
nights.
I threw a bacon, egg, and cheese in someone's face on accident.
Yeah, man.
Oh, you sacrificed the bacon, egg, and cheese?
Yeah, that's the worst
That's
part of the
how
story.
that-
right?
Yeah, right? Like, it's not
That's-
even,
that's
I'm
how-
not even concerned that you threw it at somebody.
That's how gone I was.
Ketchup or no ketchup? That's big if it's at somebody's face. That's huge.
I couldn't even tell. I had Buffalo Trace all night.
Oh.
Right? I'm at my friend's wedding. We're at the cocktail hour.
Yeah.
They have a nice brand new bottle of Buffalo Trace. So I'm talking to my cousin and making it. Oh my bro, we gotta drink the Buffalo Trace. It's not even open yet. So I'm making this big deal. So we start drinking it. I start busting the bartender's chops. The bartender ended up being the guy at the bar at the reception. And he's like, yo. I'm like, what? He's like, I brought that Buffalo Trace for you. And I was like, oh, shit. So the whole night's going by. I'm just drinking Buffalo Trace neat, going crazy. And by the end of the night, my sister-in-law, they're handing out bacon, egg, and cheeses as, like, thank yous or whatever at the end of the wedding.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's sick.
I wish I enjoyed it. I threw 2, by the way, not just one.
Two,
two.
like one half, each half? Or
No,
you
my-
had like 2 full
Walking
ones?
out, my sister-in-law is like walking me out. She's like, Eric, here's bacon, egg, and cheese. I'm like, fuck this. I don't want this shit. So walking on. I get on the bus. And I'm like, well, I don't know what I was doing. And my sister was like, Eric, here, eat this bacon, egg, and cheese.
This, yeah.
I'm like, I don't want this shit. And I'm sitting on a coach bus, and I fucking launch it. behind my head.
No shit.
And it ended up hitting the groom's older brother, who's like 6'7" and jacked.
What did he say?
He was already pissed off because he had words with the bus driver for like not stopping for his wife or something like that. So he was already pissed.
The bus driver didn't stop for the groom's brother's wife.
Some
That's crazy.
menagerie like that. He was like, "Yo, you gotta stop." They were yelling at each other.
Yeah.
So he was already pissed. So I don't know how it got cooled down. I don't remember. But the next day, my wife was like, "Everyone hates us. Everyone hates you. You did this."
Oh,
I was
that's
like,
terrible.
listen. I was like, no one hates me. Everyone fucking loves me. So I go down. I talk to him. They're like, "Eric, you're the fucking life of the party last night." Well, holy shit, I love partying.
Like, hell yeah,
I was like, hell yeah. And then that was, I was like,
Buffalo Trace.
my brother-in-law was like,
God.
yeah. I think it was my brother-in-law that like, he's like, yo, blah, blah, blah. But he was like, yo, it was like a movie. It was like splat, slid off his face. And I was like, damn.
Damn.
He's like,
that's kind of funny
he's
though.
Oh, it's hilarious.
He's probably sitting like salt, pepper, ketchup.
No,
Yeah, right.
he was like,
You got Buffalo boxed, baby.
I was thinking it was like, you ever see Dumb and Dumber?
Yeah, I love that. Of course.
Who threw that? Kick his ass, Seabass. That's how I imagined it. That's how I imagined it.
You
So,
had 2 pair of gloves this whole time? Great.
yeah, we're in the Rockies.
Everybody's got that alcohol that
What's
like
yours?
sends them.
What's yours?
Johnny Black.
Damn.
Johnny. And I stopped drinking Johnny Black like a month ago, and I switched to drinking martinis.
Was it because of something? Was
It just takes me down a road of just destruction. Like it's just, once I have one, it's like snowball. Next thing I blink my eyes, like 40 minutes go by, and like I'm on my third. And then like next thing you know, like you're just doing dumb shit.
Yeah.
Like just dumb shit. So like I finally consciously figured out like it's not all alcohol, it's just this one.
Yeah.
And I should stay the fuck away from this.
Yeah, mine's just, and it's funny because I should have known because I'm the kind of guy like I'm always hungry.
Yeah.
I'm eating all the time. Like whenever he's like, "You hungry?" I'm like, "I can eat. Yeah, I'll eat. Yeah, no problem. I'll eat. I just had lunch, but I'll eat." And I'm like, "Where are you going? What are we doing? What are we getting?" So for me, it's like it doesn't matter what it is as long as I got food. Like make sure you eat food, Justin. Like my wife will tell us that we're going. She's like, "Justin, make sure you eat food." Like because if you don't eat food, like, and that's like anybody, you don't eat food and you drink a bottle of bourbon, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're fucking
done.
Andre the Giant.
Yeah, you're done.
He's gonna knock you on your ass.
Yeah, you're cooked.
And I remember we hired a bartender too, and he was and I was just like, what? No, he was just pouring it up. They were smoking some of them. And
that's awesome.
And there's a video of me announcing all the prizes, and I'm like, no, in first place, the best overall costume. You going to this guy?
We didn't do first place yet, Justin. We're on third place.
Box, dude, box. And I'm like, and he's got a medal like it's a trophy. He's got the trophy. Anyway, so okay, so you're hiring some people. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, at what point did you cross the $1 million mark, and what was that feeling like?
I think I crossed 1 million. Honestly, like I don't even remember. I think I crossed 1 million like 2 years ago. Or
How
something
many
like
years
that.
into the business?
So like everybody always asks me how long I've had my business. My answer is always I started in 2016, but I didn't like really do it until I brought the partner in. So like 2021, I think, or 2020 or something like that. And like that's when it became like a real business, right? It's like you have employees, you have stuff like that. Like pre then, it was just hourly work. It was just me like just doing it just to like just I'm just doing it. I'm not even like doing it thinking about money. I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just like truly enjoying like waking up and like going and doing stuff. Right. So I think I hit my first million like you would think like, oh, I would remember that date, right? But I think a couple of years ago. I mean, my big thing right now is just trying to hit 5, man. And
What did it feel like when you finally like
it was surreal, but like
I did?
I'm not like a lot of people ask too is like, do you ever take a step back and just like look around your office?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I never really did because it's not like. And then you start watching these like really successful guys like Hormozy, like Cardinal, all these guys, right? And like they always say this, like everybody wants to get to the end and make like these millions, blah blah blah, but like nobody ever enjoys the journey, right? And like that's what I was just talking to a class today about it, and I was like, or no, it was yesterday actually. I don't really remember. I was talking to somebody about it, and I was
Too
like,
much Johnny Black.
Yeah, right? Like,
hey, you want a drink?
Nah, I was like, dude, don't forget to enjoy the journey, right? Like that's the biggest thing. It was last night's dinner actually. I was saying, don't forget to enjoy the journey, right? Like in the
it's
blink,
not about the destination. It's about the journey.
in the blink of an eye, like you'll be where you are. Like it's literally like this right now. Like in a blink of an eye, I'm in my 3rd office in 3 years, and we've expanded. We've gone from 1,000 square feet to 2,000 square feet. Now we're in like 2,700 square feet, and I'm like, fuck, like this happened so fast. Like I feel like my first office was like yesterday. You know what I mean? I'm like, shit, like I never really took a step back to enjoy it. Am I doing it now? No, absolutely not. I'm just day by day, just working, but I enjoy the journey more. I enjoy like the sales meetings. I put more heart into certain stuff because like I enjoy it, you know. But definitely don't forget to enjoy the journey. That's like the biggest takeaway I've gotten from it.
And I feel like it's also who you become along the way. Like people don't realize like it'll change you, and you have to grow, and you have to become a different person each chapter, each next level.
Yeah.
Like you got to level. You can't just level up the business without leveling up yourself. Like you gotta. And people don't they just want to get to the end and go, well, you can't just get to the end.
No, there's struggle
like,
in all of
it.
Because
the person that can handle what comes at the end, you're not that person yet. You have to become that person in order to handle what comes with all the stuff at the end. And people don't realize they just want to jump to the end.
Yeah, like I never thought I was going to be a leader. Like, you know, I say it, but like I'm a leader, right? I'm a boss, I have 10 employees. Like I'm a leader, right? And like they look at me and like for the next move or whatever. So like 5 years ago, 10 years ago, you could have never told me like I'd have 10 employees, I'd be in a leadership role. But that's what I am now, right? It's like I'm a leader. Like these guys look at me for the next move or whatever, you know. Besides like the operation and stuff that they're taking care of, but you know, it's awesome to be able to come to the office and be like, boys, we got this job. Like we landed this client. They're like,
and
fuck.
you don't have to tell them what to do. They know what to do.
They already know what to do. Yeah, we built such a crazy system at my office where like we have CRMs in place. We have so much stuff in place that like now we're at the point where we're tweaking it all, right? And that's fun. Like I enjoy that a lot. I enjoy tweaking like the systems to like streamline stuff. But yeah, like dude, that's where we're at now. And it's a great feeling to just be in a leadership role. It's awesome that the guys trust me. It's awesome that they're like ready for the next thing and they believe in me, right? Because that's the craziest thing. Like if you ask the kid that I first hired and you ask him like, hey, like were you ready for this kind of thing, or like did you believe this? He would say like 50-50, right? Because he knew me since we were kids. He'd be like, "Oh, Neil, like, dude, like, I'm supposed to put my life in this guy's hands."
Listen, man, I love you, but
yeah, dude, like, you were blacked out 2 nights ago. So it's cool though. And like, thankfully, he had a lot of faith in me, and it paid out, right? So like, it's for him, for me, for the business. Yeah, it was amazing. So definitely in that role now, and it's cool. It's a great time.
Let me ask you this now.
Yeah.
You're a little bit of a viral sensation. You make some hilarious content.
Yeah. So
obviously that content is based on real life experiences because I've been that guy on the other side of the phone asking dumb questions about IT.
Everybody has, right?
You know,
I like the electrician one where you did.
Oh my god, dude, like, that happens way more than you think.
Did you see the one, the electrician?
Which one was that?
He does a boop. He's like, IT, how can I help you? And the guy's like, yeah, listen, I'm trying to get into my system, but like my internet's down and my computer's down, like the power's out on my whole building. And he's like, okay. He's like, yeah, like I thought maybe you can help me. He's like, so your power's out? He goes, yeah, all the power's out in the whole building. He goes, I think you should call an electrician or like call the landlord. And like, because I just handle the IT stuff. Like, if you're locked out of your account, I could do that.
But people say exactly what the guy said next, where it's like, well, you guys fix everything. I figure like I'd call, and it's like, dude, like call Con Ed. Like I don't know, you know,
pay your bill.
Yeah, pay your bill. I don't know, but
those videos are great though.
So
yeah, I'll tell you if you want to hear the whole story. I'll tell you the whole story about it. So I'm with Fran, my marketing guy. We're you know, Why Not You? They're great, and we go to Costco, right? And I'm already making some videos, right? And like still trying to find my way in the video life, and the video life is hilarious.
It's fun, isn't
it? In the beginning, I was so I guess scared, honestly. Like I'll be real. I was like scared to put myself out there. And now I realize people don't do it because I'm 30. People that are 30 that still don't do it are afraid of people from 10 years ago judging them that they haven't seen in 10 years.
Yeah.
You know who says that? It's like that saying. It's people, they buy stuff they don't need with money they don't have to impress people that don't matter.
Exactly.
It's the same thing. People are scared to put them. People don't give a shit. When I thought about it a little while ago, where like you're putting a video out there, and everybody's like, oh, well, what are people gonna think? Like, are people gonna find it funny? Are people not gonna find it funny? And I thought, I said, put yourself in the viewer's shoes when you're scrolling, and if you see something you don't find funny, what do? You just scroll past.
You
it.
just
Like,
scroll past.
You
it.
don't give a shit who. It's not like you're like, oh my god, I remember that person. I can't believe they put it. That's so embarrassing. I'm gonna make fun of it.
Unless it's extremely cringe. That's the
Yeah.
only time.
But like,
you gotta make sure.
But everything, like,
Yeah,
you're
right.
most of the time, you're just nobody's thinking that.
But people still to this day, like our age, like my age and older, right? They're posting these pictures and videos that are so orchestrated for lighting and their hair and like all this stuff in Miami portraying. Listen, they're going there and stuff. But like, I almost think half the time they're going to these places to take these pictures to show off on these social, and it's
Well,
like
most of it,
ridiculous.
yeah,
It's
man.
like,
who,
what are
and
you?
who cares?
Most
It's
of
like,
these like
who
social
cares?
media gurus.
Nobody
do that.
cares.
Nobody
For
cares.
one, two is like, why are you like social media? In my eyes, turned from like this blog of pictures and photos to show people your life to like a business aspect, where it's like, I'm just using this to get my business and my name out there.
Yeah.
I could care less if you see. Am I gonna post a picture of me on a beach in Puerto Rico? No. I'll post a story, but I'm not gonna post this like picture, like not now at least. But
Your
I'm not
favorite
gonna
IT guy at the beach drinking a cocoa lemon
like,
with a cigar.
Starlink set. Like I would only post if I had like a Starlink set up on the beach.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know,
Something that's
like,
relatable
actually
to you.
funny
Yeah,
because
exactly.
That's a big problem with social media. Is these guys that they'll come up on social media and they'll say, oh, I'm an entrepreneur, and then they rent these big Airbnbs. They rent
Lambos,
a Lambo,
yeah.
and
Private
then they-
jet, the jets
and-
that don't go anywhere.
and then
Jets
they-
that, dude, I love that.
Yeah,
You know
and then
Westchester
they take
Airport does
pictures.
that?
No.
You can go to Westchester Airport. They have a package at like, it's not Millionaire. It's like NetJet or something. You could literally pay them like, I think like $1,000 to sit in the jet and take photos.
Yeah. Or better
Bro,
yet,
it's real.
better yet, have you seen the video? There's a video of a guy who is not making fun, but maybe exposing is a better word, of how some of these gurus on social media make these posts. It's a set. Like, he'll be sitting and he'll make the videos. Like,
Oh, he'll get out.
oh
the
yeah,
set.
me, and he'll make the fake post. He's like, me, enjoying a glass of Dom Perignon or enjoying a glass of Ace of Spades on my private jet while I fly to Monaco, right? And then he'll have the picture. He'll take the picture, right? And then he'll take the bottle of Ace of Spades and he like peels off the label and it's not Ace of Spades.
It's like the $20.
It's like a $20 bottle, right? And then what he'll do is he'll take like the window
thing
down.
down.
He'll like pull the window down, and it's just like a sticker on the window.
I've seen
and then
this,
they back
yeah.
up, and it's not even a plane. It's just like
It's
a
a
chair
set. It's a
with a
set.
set, and he backs, and it's
That's how. That's like how Bow Wow got exposed a million years ago. He just like Google.
Really?
He like Google imaged like private jet and like uploaded it on Google and was like, yeah, just got off the jet. And people were like, dude, this is a fucking Google search.
No way, Bow Wow.
Yeah, he got exposed.
Dude, a lot of these celebrities too are stopping flying private. Like not like the big, like not Taylor Swift obviously, but like these lower celebrities. Like they even say like my biggest mistake was spending all this money on PJs.
yeah.
You know, it's like, dude, like you
don't
waste
need,
a lot
what's
of money.
Crazy is you don't need to like. You can just rent the PJ and fly down for like if you're a big wig, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to buy a private jet for
No.
$15 million. You can just rent one for $20,000.
Yeah, but
And just
like
fly down and fly.
20 grand's a lot. I don't
No,
care
no.
who the fuck you are.
No, I
20
get-
grand's
no,
like 20 grand one way.
I watched
No,
this
I
guy.
know, but I get it. But,
crazy.
but listen, but if let's say you're going from here, like for instance, we went to the Kentucky Derby once, and one of my wife's clients put us on their private jet.
That's
and we
sick.
found out that it was like $30,000 round trip, whatever it was. Okay, and it was like a 10-person jet, and the whole family went. We got invited. It was fantastic. But I'm sitting there, okay, this jet costs you $15 million, whatever it is. But if you go regular from here to Kentucky Derby and back, it might cost you a regular ticket of $700.
Yeah.
Or if you go business class, it might cost you
Honestly, I think
$1,300, okay?
business and first is $800.
And then let's say you go first class, it might cost you a couple grand. Said, but if you're a super celebrity and you're like, hey, I just want to fly private because I don't want to deal with all the security and all the other people, and I can just spend 20, 30 grand. Okay, so for the $15 million for the jet, or you can just do a one-time thing of 30 grand. If you're a big wig and you're a billionaire, that might make more sense to do that than buying a jet that now you have to fuel and you
know what I can't stand on social media is
put this out.
like it's really not that outlandish to just rent a jet.
No.
Like
I can't stand the girls who put the fucking filters on that don't think there's filters on their face.
Dude,
Oh, wait. You
hold
sent
on.
me some. You sent me some where like they'll put the filter on like this, and they'll be doing this.
Bro,
and
they'll
and
like
then,
move their face,
move
and
their
then
face,
their
and
face
the
all
filter
Wait,
goes
I'm
off.
so stupid with the filters. I still to this day don't know when filters are on.
Come on,
I'm so bad with
you're
it.
the IT.
I
guru.
know, dude. I'm just that dumb because like I just don't realize these girls. Like I truly sometimes think these girls look the way they do in real life, but like I don't go out as much anymore. So like
So
I
you
wouldn't-
probably think that some of the AI girls are actual people.
dude. I made an AI girl.
I have an AI.
Yeah,
I thought he was gonna
made
say.
one, yeah.
I thought he said I have an AI girl.
Yeah, I made one. We were trying something. It didn't work. It didn't work. But we were trying something out. We were gonna put him on our OnlyFans.
You're gonna be like, he's gonna be like,
Yeah.
you see that movie Her where he marries the computer? That's gonna be
No. So like my guys a couple of years ago, like I think a year ago, they made an AI girl. The girl lived in my office, and I loved it because I would go up to my friends. I'd be like, "Yo, you think she's hot?" And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "She lives in my office," you know, because she was on a server
she's
in
not
my
real.
office.
She's an
No,
AI.
yeah. And then as AI built better,
It's crazy now.
it is. Like I can show you pictures of we made a girl on. We made this girl. She was on a PJ. She was skiing in the Alps. Like it looked so real.
It's all. Yeah.
It looked so real. Then we had a little video where she was moving around and stuff. And our idea was like, okay, like almost like an Andrew Tate thing, which is even worse. But like we were
Yes.
oh, let's throw on OnlyFans and like make some money. But like then we
Yes.
got into the gritty of it and we found out like, you know, OnlyFans verifies with like a license and it was just gonna get really messy. And we were like, all right, like this is a good idea. And we like listen, like it's failure, right? And like I love failure, right? Because it's like if I didn't try it, I would never know, and I'd have to live my whole life thinking like, damn, what if I tried that? You know?
It's crazy. And I've seen these, like movies, where AI generated. Like you can go in and say, hey, I want you to make me a scene, a war scene between humans and robots in
Sora. It's Sora,
like
yeah.
in the mountains of Mongolia, and I want it snowing with a volcano in the background and the ash is coming down, and they'll make a whole fucking scene, and it looks like a legit movie scene. And I said, make a trailer, and they'll do the whole thing. And like in 15, 20 years from now, there's gonna be no acting. It's just gonna be all AI.
No, you know what's actually crazy though? Christopher Nolan, I think he was the director for Interstellar.
Pretty much everything.
Yeah. So like he did.
Great movie, by the way.
It's an amazing movie. He's big on not using like CGI and stuff. Like he's like really big on not doing that. So like
Certain things you have to.
Yeah, of course. Like you know the part with the black hole.
Yeah.
So like NASA told him like they were impressed on how he depicted a black hole because it was like spot on.
I thought that movie was fantastic because of
it was so good.
I have a little like I take a liking to stuff like that.
Yeah, me too.
Like
the things that think outside your box, physics, exactly.
I take a liking to that stuff. Like I read books on Albert Einstein and all of like the twin paradox. I don't know if you've ever heard of the twin paradox, but
no.
The twin paradox is you have two twins. One is on Earth and one goes up into a spaceship outside of Earth's orbit or Earth's gravitational pull. I said both of them are going to start a stopwatch at the same time. And the one in the spaceship is going to travel around the world at the speed of light. And when he hits 7 years, or when he hits 1 year, he's going to stop his watch and radio to his twin to stop it as well. He said the person in the spaceship is going to stop it at 1 year, and when he radios down, the person's going to be like 27 years.
Yeah,
later.
So that's the whole thing from
And
Interstellar,
like,
right?
yeah,
when he went to
and it's
Murph's
because
planet or
because
whatever.
when you travel at the speed of light, time slows down, and we're outside the gravitational pull. All these things. And I find it really, really fascinating. So when they did that the movie of the black hole, and he falls into the black hole, and now he's looking back on himself, on his own timeline within the black hole. I was like, that's so wild because nobody knows what the inside of a black hole is actually like. Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Because the black hole is, for people that don't know black holes, the black hole is...
I'm people.
Okay, so the black hole is essentially...
I'm people.
It's me. I'm people.
A black hole is essentially...
I'm like, what?
So a black hole is essentially the gravitational pull is so strong that not even light itself can escape the black hole. Okay? So everything is being pulled down to a singular point. Everything. It's so strong that everything gets crushed and pulled down to a single point. And it's so strong that not even light can escape it. So what that means is if you sent something in you can't radio back out because the signal it won't escape.
Yeah.
Nothing can escape, not even light, which is why they call it a black hole because light can't get out of it. But so you don't know what's in it. You might go in that black hole and they think everything like crushes and you completely get crushed. But maybe it's a wormhole. Maybe you spit out the other side.
So that's always that's the biggest conception. Yeah,
like, nobody knows.
That's the biggest conception on the black hole is like you just combust, right? And it's like, and that's always been everybody's depiction of it because that's what you were taught about when you were a kid, right? It's like, oh, like you go into this black hole, you just die, right? And
Maybe
it's like
you don't.
So like how you'll find out, honestly, is you throw one of those new Tesla robots they're making, throw them into a black hole,
but you can't get the information out. So you don't.
But
know.
no, you find out where he ends up.
But but that's the thing is you won't know. Like you can track him, but eventually, like tracking
how
signal.
do you find a black hole?
No, but here's the thing:
I don't even know where the closest one is.
But
it's probably light years away.
Here's the thing, though. The tracking device is sending a signal back to the host saying,
true,
"Here's where I am. Here's where I am. Here's where I am." And eventually, you're going to get into the hole where you can't get the signal out.
Yeah.
So it'll disappear, and you'll be like, "Well, I don't know where'd he go? I don't know." Because I'm radioing, sending a signal. Hey, tell me where you are, and nothing's coming back. So you're like, I don't know where the fuck.
We need Neil deGrasse Tyson.
But that's
if you're watching this, come on this podcast.
So wild. But that's why when they did that whole thing, I'm like, that's so cool. It's such a cool concept. It could be real. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. I don't know. Nobody will ever find out.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Maybe you go into a black hole and you pop out. Now you can see yourself 15 years ago, and you can like, it's fucking wild. Blew my mind. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Anyway, how do we get on this conversation?
I don't know.
Oh, we were talking about the social media stuff.
Well,
but,
that's what I want to get back to.
Yeah. I don't even know how we got
do we go from social media to black hole, though? Like,
I don't know.
You guys like
something about
physics or something?
Interstellar.
Eric, we were going in, and Eric was just like, huh? Like, what?
I don't want to talk about fucking black holes. I want to talk about the people that are in your videos. Who do you are those like?
Those are all my friends.
Okay.
I call different friends every time.
That's
I'm always just like, hey, you want to be in one of my videos?
Because sometimes I'm like, this can't be a real call.
I know they sound real.
They're all based on real calls.
They sound legit.
Yeah.
No, like, and I think it's funny because like you're so unbothered. You're like, yeah, IT, yeah, you check your password. What? All right, what's your number? Yeah. All right, have a nice day. And just like, I'm like, damn. I'm like,
I thought it was real.
No, because that's how it's. That's what it is, right?
100%.
Imagine you're a help desk guy and you're taking like fucking 18, 20 tickets a day. Like you get to a point, and you're doing that for years, right? You get to a point where you're just like, IT, how can I help you?
yeah, it's all
okay,
like
it's your password again.
What's the
blah, blah,
what's
blah.
like the like?
Yeah, so I'll give you the story.
The
so
craziest fucking like.
Oh,
you couldn't
dude,
believe
my
this
God.
person is
like,
asking
dude,
this question.
I hear crazy shit. Like,
I
and
want to make a clip. So give us the fucking craziest IT story you got.
What was one where you were
All right,
you hung up the phone and you instantly had to like call and tell somebody you're not going to believe what this person just asked me.
I don't know if it's so much a phone call. You know what? I don't really want to tell this story because I can get somebody in trouble.
Well, just black out the names. Just put somebody else's name.
Yeah, all right. So
Yeah, you don't have to give names.
So we had this guy years ago. I don't even do his IT anymore. This was not even a call. It was a call to my cell. So we had this guy years ago. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna do it. I can't. I really can't. I can't.
It's so distinct.
It's so bad that like, dude, I'll tell you guys off air. But I can't. I'm sorry.
Do that one off air. Do the second worst one.
I'm trying to think of like, dude, we have such stupid calls sometimes, and it like hurts us. It's the typical BS, right? Where it's like, oh, like my printer's not working. It's like the printer's not on, But I'm trying to think of like a
what about the one with the camera where you had to like?
No, that's real too.
That's
yeah,
real?
yeah. Oh my God, every video
one?
I've done is real. Where the webcam thing, I'll come up with something juicy and say, let me think about it. But like where like the guy like can't get on a web video, he can't get on a Teams meeting, and like we found out his like thing wasn't flipped. Like
that little slider that covers.
Yeah, so like that was really that's
it.
really what it was. The slider. I just used the flipping thing because everybody can relate to the flipper, but it's the new laptops. You actually have to slide.
Yeah.
So like people like don't realize that sometimes. So it's like, dude, that's why it was broken.
Did you ever see the videos of people that don't realize their video's on and they're like,
"Oh, dude, remember that guy from like CNN or something?
Yeah,
he was jerking off.
He
was jerking off. He was jerking off. He got back on air recently, and
the girl just basically
roasted him. Blew him away, like just smoked him. It's
and
just
he was like, "Yep,
yeah."
and
he owned it. He owned it. So I'll
See,
get.
That's what you got to do though. You fucking own it.
No, you have to. You have to.
Yeah, what?
You have to. But I'll tell you the whole story on how like the whole viral
Do you like
thing
it? You like what you saw?
Yeah, right. So I'm with Fran. We're at Costco. We're shooting this video, and I'm already making videos before, just trying to find my way with the videos. And we're at Costco. We shoot this video. I didn't really like it because it's me like going into Costco, kind of rating it. He keeps every day. He's like every week. He's like, "Oh, post a Costco video. Post." I'm like, dude, I really don't want to, because it's like me walking into Costco, like rating these tech things. And it's like,
rating. Okay.
yeah, it's just like I didn't really want to do that. So many people do it. It's like,
Yeah.
that's whatever.
The review things are hard. I know.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
tough. It's
yeah.
tough too. Like the review things are tough. Like there's a shitload of people around. I have a camera on me in a fucking Costco. Like, right? I mean, I'm eating. I've never been to Costco either, so I'm eating.
What?
Dude? Worst hot dog, worst chicken bake. Like hot take. Like
it's
I might
nasty.
get canceled for that. It's disgusting though.
Yeah.
It is
I mean,
disgusting.
I fuck with the Costco pizza.
Nah.
I haven't had the pizza. I heard the
Come
pizza's
on,
good
bro.
though. My friend literally the other night told me it's
You
good.
fuck with
Yeah.
the Costco
Better than
pizza?
Domino's? Is it better than Domino's?
No, it's worse
Well,
than
yeah.
any
I think
other
it's better.
pizza.
I haven't had Domino's since I was in high school.
Think
but
about
Really?
think about the worst pizza you've ever had in your life. It's worse than that.
dude. I've
Costco
had-
pizza? No.
No, come
So,
on, man. You might as well just get a shit
This is a
pizza.
hot take. Domino's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, they're not pizza. It's its own thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's just its own thing, right?
No
like
doubt.
when you say I want pizza, you're not getting Domino's. Like we live in New York, so you're getting a New York
Yes.
slice, right? If some guy lives in Kansas, he's probably getting Domino's.
All right, so same
Yes.
Yeah.
on the same on the
There's
same
no
take.
reason to get any of those franchises in New York, New Jersey.
Unless you're craving it, right? Like 'cause I had a
hold on.
Papa, like the guy that does my diet's gonna hate me. I had Papa John's like last week, right? But it was BOGO on Uber, and like I was craving shit pizza.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie.
You know?
I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. When you're drunk, you get a nice Papa John's pizza, a little pepperoni, a little supreme.
I like Domino's
It's
when I was
fucking
drunk.
delicious.
When I was young.
But
Domino's.
to the same
was just
five-
BOGO.
Five,
It was-
five, five deal, bro.
Oh, fuck,
It was
kidding me?
BOGO on the Papa John's. I'm like, how do I not get
to
two
the same
pizzas?
to the
you
same
know?
effect though. To the same effect though as those who are not pizza. That's like same thing saying I want a burger. I'm
I
gonna
was
go to
just about to
McDonald's.
get to that. Like,
No,
no, dude,
that's
you
not
go to
a
Piper's Kill.
You go to like
Oh.
you go to like a
Oh.
nice you go to like a nice bar.
Oh, Piper's
Nice
Kills
bar, get a
burger.
burger.
One of the best burgers I've had.
Phenomenal.
One of the best burgers in Westchester.
Phenomenal.
We go to the place
We're
where
gonna
we-
clip that. That's
Yeah.
gonna be.
Just Piper's Kill is the best.
Oh, like
burger.
Yeah,
I want
right?
I want tacos. I'm gonna go to Taco Bell. No, that's come on.
Dude, I
that's-
love Taco.
I know, but it's not.
Fucking
love
love
Taco
Taco
Bell,
Bell.
bro.
I know, but it's not like it's not a
Did
real.
you have the
taco.
ice cream?
No.
Dude, they had the Baja Blast ice cream. It was terrible.
No, I get like
Dude, you know what I
get
remember
very
from
limited
Taco?
thing. I get like very limited things from Taco. I get a Baja Blast. I get a cheesy gordita crunch. I used to love the quesarito.
What about the Crunch Wrap?
crunch wrap? I fuck with.
Yeah.
I
But
used
the
to fuck-
quesarito was the best, and they got fucking rid of it.
I don't get the quesarito. I'm a big Dorito Loco Taco
Yes,
Supreme and the
yes.
Crunch Wrap.
Decent.
You know what I used to
love
get?
that. And
So-
the shit burrito. Like the
bean
fine,
burrito?
the
Bro,
fine
fire.
bean or whatever the
Fire.
fuck it is. I
Fire.
love
I
that.
used to
Fire.
get, you know what I used to get that
Fire.
I'm pissed at now is when I was in high school, I used to go and just get 4 chicken quesadillas with like
What, do you hate yourself?
a shit ton of hot sauce, right? But recently, the chicken quesadillas, I don't know what the fuck is going Taco Bell. I don't know what's going on with you. There's like no chicken in the quesadilla.
And it's 4 times more expensive.
There's like I got one. I'm like, where the fuck is the chicken? It's like a cheese sandwich.
Wait. Let's agree on this. You don't go to Taco Bell to get tacos and stuff. You go for the hot sauce.
Yes.
The side is the taco.
Wait. Oh,
Like,
I'm gonna
the
pu-
side is the taco.
I'm gonna blow your mind. I'm gonna blow your mind.
You gotta get it. You
I'm
gotta
gonna
get the hot
blow your
sauce.
mind. You know you can buy that sauce by the bottle.
I heard.
In the
I
stores?
heard because we thought about just getting a crap load of it and
Yep.
bottling it ourselves.
No, we bought it. You can buy it. It comes Taco Bell.
is it the same?
Yep, Taco
Yeah?
Bell fire sauce. You can buy it in the bottle.
can't
We buy
believe
it.
you
We just
told me
make
that.
our own like quesadillas at home, and it's fucking fire.
Dude, I can't believe you just told
But
me
you know,
that.
you know, what I used to do it. You remember at Taco Bell? I think, dude, I'm convinced they got rid of this solely because of me. Do you remember the game where you used to drop your quarter?
Oh, yeah.
and I used to go to Taco.
What game?
So they used to have a game where it was like this.
Right at the counter with
Right at
the
the
water.
counter.
Yes, I
Yeah,
do
yeah.
remember this.
And
This
used
was
to drop-
years ago. We're
used-
talking like 10,
Yeah,
15
Dude,
years
I was
ago.
in high school. You used to drop a quarter, and every denomination, if you had a penny, you got a taco.
Hold on, stop smoking a cig. Pop this in real quick.
Yeah,
that.
pop this in.
Like
Some
that.
little
like
couch
that
cushion.
Like that.
You
Little
saw
Zimbabwe.
You used to
Yeah,
drop-
Zimbabwe.
You used to drop it in, right? And then you can shimmy it. And if you got on the bottom, if it was a penny, you got like a taco. If it was a nickel, you got a quesadilla. If it was a quarter, you got like a burrito or
I
something.
remember that. Yeah.
I used to go in with like 47 cents and get lunch every day. I would sit there for like 10 minutes. Ting, 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 ting. I'll take a taco. Ting, ting, ting. Quesadilla, ting, ting, ting. Like I would get every day.
You
I
were the reason they stopped.
I was ripping
Fuck
them
you,
off,
Justin.
dude. Like I'm telling you, for like $1, I would get lunch.
How
for a
did you
week.
do that? Those things were so hard.
I figured it out, and I got every day.
I don't believe you figured it out. There's no way.
Yeah.
No way.
You had to line. So I would drop it. So you know how there was like levels 1, 2, 3, and you had to get to the 5th level on the bottom. If you turned it a certain way, you could drop it, and it would land on the second to last level. It would land right on there, and then you just shimmy it over, and then get it so that it was like.
Oh, no way. You found the hack.
It was like hanging off. It was like hanging off the edge. It was hanging off the edge, and then you just go whoop, and it lands. I used to do it every time.
Yeah, you're good.
And I'm telling you, for like 47 cents, I would get lunch every day. And I'm convinced they got rid of it because of me.
Taco Bell's fire.
I love Taco Bell. Oh my God, I love Taco Bell so much. It's ridiculous.
I had the most expensive Taco Bell once because I got in a car accident and I didn't even order Taco Bell. This was like 2010.
Would you take the guy that you got into an accident with? Their taco?
Nah, hold on.
Oh boy.
This is like
oh boy.
Facebook just came out. It's like 2010.
Facebook just came out.
Yeah, it's like 2010. It's like 12:30 at night. I'm talking to my buddy Waleed. We're fucking Facebook messaging, and we're like, fuck, man, I could really use some fucking Taco Bell. He's like, yo, me too. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to come pick you up. I had an 03 Mercury Mountaineer pop-out deck.
What a truck. What a truck.
The best.
Yeah, that was a good truck.
American muscle.
Yeah.
I had two 12-inch subs in the back. Aston Martin by Rick Ross bumped in there.
I love that song.
Shout out to Rick
it's
Ross.
Still a great song.
Shout out to Rick Ross because he shared us on a story.
Oh, yeah,
Did he really?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, we had one. This guy Tony Moxberg from Yonkers. He's a rapper with the
Oh, I saw that. Yep.
He did a song. He did a song with the Rick Ross.
Yeah, we
Shout
help
out.
out. We actually help out Juices for Life once in a while.
Oh, yeah?
They're IT. Yeah, the guy Hit. He's the man. He runs the stores. He's awesome. I always hook him up with
Good
anytime
people.
he needs me.
Shout out to the boss.
Yeah.
Good people. So I pick him up, and we're in line, and my buddy posts up like a picture of the menu, but not the menu where you order, like the pre-menu. So he posted it on Facebook, like late night nummies or something. Within like the 3 minutes that we were waiting in line, that he posted it, my other friend from down the block, my friend Rob, was like, "Yo, you didn't hit me up to get Taco Bell? What the fuck?" Like commented on it. So we call him. We're like, "Yo, should we go get Rob?" And we're like, "Yeah, fuck it, let's go get Rob."
So you left T-Bell.
So we left T-Bell, and the way the one in you're not from Sachem. So the way the work in Farmingville, the parking lot, the exit, you come out of the roundabout or the parking lot drive-through entrance, and you either have to make a right or to go left. You make a U-turn around this island. So I go out, I had to make a U-turn. This Dodge Viper blows this red light.
Sick car.
Yeah, sick car, ruined it, blew. And freaking hit me from the side and launched me and my buddy Waleed and my Mercury Mountaineer like all the way on the other side, like a 180.
How fast? He must have been going fast because your Mountaineer is like twice as heavy as that.
Yeah, no, the muffler was bent in, the tire was popped, like the back quarter panel was bashed in. And I used to have a piece of his Viper bumper because it was in my car.
No way.
And I put the most expensive Taco Bell, and I put like the date and the time. I don't know where it is, but so I got in an accident. There's a cop that was just like already on the corner, so he flew by. First of all, he wrote me a ticket for not having my inspection, which I had a schedule for the next fucking day. He's like, "Here's a ticket too, because you didn't get your car's uninspected."
Oh, you got a ticket after the crash?
Scumbag.
Post crash, you got a
scumbag.
ticket.
I said, "Yo, I'm literally going tomorrow." And he's
Yeah.
like, so
Well, not anymore. The car's totaled,
not
right?
anymore,
Yeah.
but scumbag. So,
That's brutal,
bro. So then I'm calling my parents, calling my dad, calling my mom. No one answering. Calling the house phone. No one's answering. No one. I'm like, what the fuck? What are my parents used for if I can't call them at 1 o'clock in the morning? So my buddy Rob, who we were supposed to pick up, comes and picks us up, takes us all home. I come home and I'm like, bashing the front door, and they're like, what? I'm like, I got in a car accident, and you guys didn't even fucking answer the phone. They're like, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. You left? And I'm like, yeah, I went to get Taco Bell. And they're like, if you know my dad, forget my dad. He used to fucking blowing a gasket when I came home.
So I got a really important question about the story. Did you guys at least get Taco Bell?
That's what I was waiting for. Did you get T-Bell?
No Taco Bell.
Oh.
Because we left to go get my friend before we were at the...
when the friend picked you up,
I would have walked.
Oh, you know
I would have been
think-
like, dude,
I
I'm
think
going to
we-
T-Bell.
You know what?
back in
Hold on.
line
I
and
think we did actually get Taco Bell. I think we did.
So I'd be like, at this point, I'm not going to
Yeah,
not get Taco
right?
Bell.
Like, I did all this for T-Bell and I didn't get it.
I think we did get Taco Bell actually, but yeah, it was.
You got to. I feel like
Yeah,
I think
you have
we did.
to.
It's a classic moment. And then my buddy, my friend Waleed was always like, my fucking neck from the car accident, bro. Oh, my whole life. He's like, oh my God, my fucking neck. I'm like, dude, shut up. And your fucking neck problems. But anyways, I wanted to ask you, when those
I'll get back to the story if you want.
No,
now who's going off on tangents now?
How does it feel, motherfucker? That was like once in a blue moon. I go off on a tangent. When you made these videos and they got millions and millions of views, I remember, I don't know if I was talking to you or talking to somebody else about it, but they're like, yeah, you know, I was getting like, you were getting like job applications from all over the world.
Yeah, no,
people want to work
it still
for your
happens.
company.
I got a resume yesterday. It's ridiculous. If we go into my messages right now, like you'll see people asking me like ridiculous things. I actually have to go to the hidden. I don't know why Instagram does this, but like there's like primary channel and then like hidden.
Yeah.
So like I have to go to hidden and like I see all these messages for people.
Yeah, but you know how much.
me.
Yeah, but that's good because you know how much shit comes in the hidden messages.
Dude, a lot. Like a lot. I went in there. There was like 12 messages in there, and it's been like a week, and I was like, "What the fuck is
I'll
this?"
be like, "Hey, you want to get 100?"
Somebody actually, some company just offered me money, like a decent, like nothing crazy, a decent amount of money though, to post 4 videos a month and shout him out or make the videos about his company. And I actually turned it down because like I don't want to be a sellout. You know?
I'll do it. Send it to me.
Yeah, it wasn't like, dude, if it was like 10 grand, I would be like, yeah, it was like $2,200. I was like, I'm like 4 videos. Number one, I only make 4 help desk videos a month.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, like that's crazy. Like I either have to make more help desk videos, but I was gonna look like a sellout. So I was like, it's not even look like a sellout either. It's like, dude, I don't want to do that. Like I didn't start doing social media to like make money, right, or become an influencer, right? My whole goal, and then you can even ask
did those videos help with business? Like, did they get you
a little bit? I mean, my whole goal with the videos, and you know, you could ask the Why Not You guys when we first started talking, was like their biggest question. I don't know if you guys ever used them for marketing, but their biggest question was, are you doing this to make money, or like what's your whole goal here? And I was like, honestly, just stay in the picture of the people, for one. Like just make sure you stay in like their view, and 2 is just make it really hard for somebody to start doing IT in Westchester, right? So like that was my whole goal with it. But to the story part, yeah. So like we did the Costco video. I didn't really love it. I went home. I was playing a video game, which I never do. You know, if you're going those like 2 week stretches on like.
I haven't done it in a while, but yeah.
Yeah, so like we were in the middle of like the 2 week stretch of playing like Call of Duty.
I would pull like the PS5 out and play like Mafia 3.
Dude, yeah, I was playing fucking Xbox, and we're playing Call of Duty, and it was like in the middle of this 2 week stretch. I'm on the mic with my buddy James, and I'm like, yo, what do you think? I was telling him about the Costco video. I'm like, what do you think about this idea? And it was like a help desk call, and he was like, I don't know if he was just yesing me because he was in the middle of a game. But he's like, yeah, it's a good idea. So it's 8:30 at night. I drove to my office, which is like 15 minutes away, to go shoot this video. I put my dog in the car and everything. I don't know if I brought my dog, but I get to my office. I set up, like, dude, I didn't have a tripod or anything. I have this Milwaukee pack out that's stacked like this high, and
prop the phone up.
Dude, I propped the phone up. Like that video that hit 8.3 million is on a Milwaukee box, bro.
That's
like
crazy.
No mics, nothing.
Yeah. But that's fun. It's great that you mentioned that because people don't realize it doesn't take a whole lot to make a video.
It was like so jerry-rigged.
Dude,
like,
usually what happens is I can't tell you how many times Eric and I will go through a video and you're like you put all this effort in. You're like, I'm gonna edit this, I'm gonna cut this, I'm gonna make this effect, I'm gonna put these captions on there. You spend like hours on this video, and then he'll send me the video and be like, yo, this video's fucking fire, and I'll send back and be like, yo, that's gonna be viral.
That's it.
And
that's the one. Yeah.
And you get nothing. And then we'll do a shit, like we did a stupid video the other day where it was one of the songs, like one of these rap songs, was just like that's so like, and we literally put it up there. I said, hey, I'm just gonna do this video really quick. It's so stupid. And it was us. Like I go, the caption was, people say, don't you get bored of each other? And I go, us in the studio, and it's us smoking cigars, just doing like no, we didn't say nothing, just like acting like a fool. 5-second video. I posted it, 50,000 likes, 50,000 views.
That's
like
awesome.
And it's like, we didn't do, and it was the dumbest video
ever.
But
that's the shit that people eat up. So
yeah.
like, I had a video similar. It was this transition on a server room where it looked like shit, and I did the snap finger thing, and then it flipped, and I'm like, this is the one. This is gonna kill it. And like at that point, I was getting like 2,000-3,000 views on my videos, which is a lot of views, honestly. People get like so discouraged on that. I'm like, dude, imagine sitting in an auditorium talking to that many people. Like, it's impossible.
Tony says that all the time.
Yeah, well, like he's not wrong. Like, if you really think about it, it's like, dude, I couldn't talk in front of 2,000 people. That's crazy, you know. Now maybe
hold
I
that
could.
thought, because I want to talk. I want to talk about that when we were talking about like how to become a millionaire.
Yeah,
I want to bring that up. So continue your story.
All right. Yeah. So So yeah, that video did like nothing. It did like 600 views. I was texting Fran. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, and he's like, dude, this is social media. Welcome to the world. So I'm in my office. I make this video.
I like how you got the idea and you're like, fuck it, I'm going right now.
Oh, dude, I'm so big on like, dude, I've gone to my office to like, and I worked there till like 4:30 in the morning. I've left my house at like 10 and worked there till 4. I have a pillow in my office. Like, I've slept there numerous times.
Hell yeah.
Just because, like, dude, like, once you got it, like, you can't you can't be like, all right, I'll do that tomorrow, because that fucking idea is gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you just got to go and do it. Like, yeah, it's nuts. But like, that's the world of being in business, I guess. But so I did this video with him. He calls me back. He's like, oh, how was it? I was like, it was great. Let's do one more. I got this other idea. So the video I intentionally went there for wasn't even the video I posted, right? So I'm like, dude, we'll do one more with me. He's like, no, come on. I swear it's gonna take a minute. I'm like fighting this kid to do this video, and it's the one I posted where it's like the guy gets fired or whatever. And I even begged him after to do one more take, but he was like, I'm done. So I'm driving home. I'm editing. Don't drive and text or whatever. Don't drive and edit, right? Yeah. So like, my car does drive itself. So but and it's not a Tesla. I'm not that guy. But I do love Elon. But so I'm driving, editing. I post it. It's like 8:30 or 9 o'clock at night at this point. I post it. I wake up the next morning. It's at 11,000. And I'm like, whoa, like, that's cool. And I thought it was dead by then. Right, so then I go to this thing called Speaker School. My buddy Brandon does it. It's called like Warm Heart Life. He's sick. He's a great public speaker. So like, I wanted to get better at public speaking. So we're in the Speaker School, and at this point we're in the 2-day. So it was like Zoom classes every week for a month, and then you're at this 2-day event at like this conference room or whatever. So I'm sitting next to my buddy Austin, and I'm like, dude, like, he's like, yo, that video is great. And then like, it just kept going, right? So we're in a 9 to 5 like thing, right? So like, I'm whispering, I'm like, 20,000. 40,000. By lunchtime, it's like 100,000. And he's like, bro, what is going on? I'm like, I don't know. And then I think it was like around 3 o'clock. That's when I looked at him. It was like at 2:50 or something. And I'm like, dude, I got to go. I was like, I got to leave. I can't be cooped up in this classroom going. Like, I'm like very much like saying, like, dude, I'm like, it's going.
I'm
it's
a peacock.
Like,
You gotta let me
yeah, literally,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
I'm a peacock. You got to let me out of here. So I immediately drove from Stanford to my office in Elmsford, film another video. I think I even posted that video like the next day or something. By dinner, it's at 1 million. And like, I go back to the Speaker School for dinner because there was like a whole dinner in like the comedy club in Stanford and everything. And like, Austin's like, my buddy Austin's like, dude, he's blogging this whole event at this point.
Yeah.
You saw that? Like, he's like storying me like with famous Neel at 1 million views.
Yes.
The next morning, I wake up, it's at 2.2, and I wake up to 2.2, and I'm like, what? Like, what is going on?
Wait a second.
Yeah, so I walk into Speaker School, and everybody's like, yo, you left. Like, what happened? You missed this, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, I'm
fucking viral.
Yeah, I'm
bitch.
like, dude, I'm at like 2.5 million views. Like, and it's still going. Like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing anymore, you know? So, yeah, and like, of course, Austin, I love him. He's like blogging everything. I hated him blogging it, but it was fun. It was so funny. Like, he loved it. So he's blogging it. Posted the next video, 2 million, and then I think the next 4 after that first one hit like 2 million, and then slowly it started to go down to like the 100,000s. And then I reached out to some guy that's like, he did a couple IT videos. Like, he did a really good one where it was like, I'm an IT guy. Like, this is like some black dude with like a fro and glasses. Like, a really cool guy. I reached out to him over Instagram, and we did a collab video where he was like a field guy or something.
Oh yeah.
So that one was great. And you know, now I'm doing some tech review videos. When is this thing getting posted? Not by Friday, right?
No.
All right,
Next Friday.
So I'll tell you that the series that's coming out on Friday, it's hilarious. I don't know how it's gonna do, but this is all about social media and testing, right? So I spent like $40. I ordered a hazmat suit, yellow gloves, and safety glasses. So I'm gonna be doing these videos where it's gonna be timestamped saying Friday 5:03, and I'm in the warehouse wearing this stuff, right? And like, I crack a beer, I put my safety glasses down, and I crack a beer, take a sip, put the safety glasses down, and I just smash a phone, right? And like, dude, that's just what it's gonna be. I'm gonna see what it does. I have no idea.
Hell yeah, I like that.
Yeah, well, let's see. Listen, it could flop. I could get like 2,000 views or like.
Well, you do it and see what works.
Yeah, I'm literally filming it tomorrow.
See, that's what you got to do though, because like,
some
test. Shit hits, some shit don't.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the whole story on it. I went from 500 followers in like January to I think I'm at like 35,000 or something.
Sick.
Built a TikTok. I never had TikTok. I don't even use TikTok. I just post on TikTok. And in the last 90 days, I think I'm at like 18 million views or something.
Sick.
Yeah, it's nuts, dude. It's electric. But for all the people that think like going viral is their ticket out of like fucking poverty, like it's not like that. I got more job applications than I know about.
Yeah.
The only thing that happened was I got some guy from some company asking me to make videos for him, and I really didn't want to do it, which is why I'm not doing it. And I think I got a client out of it, honestly. I think I did. I think I got a client that said, "Oh, I saw you on Instagram. Like, realized that you're close to my office. Like, I want you to do my IT." So that was cool. But besides that, I mean, whatever.
Fuck it, whatever.
No, but like that's the reality of it. Like, I think everybody's chasing virality, and it's just like listen. Anybody that tells you like they're posting on social media and they don't want to be viral is lying to you, right? Like even I did. I was like, I wanted to be viral. But I didn't realize, like, when you go viral, I thought you get like visited by the Illuminati. You get like this packet, right? Like you get some briefcase.
Here you go.
Like,
You're entered in.
You get some starter kit on like, here's your DJI mics. Here's like your official tripod. You know, it's not like that though. It's like nobody cares. You know, back to that, like nobody cares. Nobody gives a fuck.
That's all. What is it about IT that you enjoy that's so passionate for you?
There's an answer to everything. There's like in the world in this fucked up thing called life, right? There's no answers to certain stuff, and you're like, you know, black hole, for instance, right? Like, you know, there's no answer, right? In IT, there's an answer for everything. Like, you will always get to that finish line. There's nothing that's stopping you from getting that finish line. There's always an end thing. So like there's
always an answer.
There's always an answer. There's always an end, and that's what I love, to be able to get. Like, I know the goal. I know how to get to the end. And I can get to the end. You know what I mean? Like, in certain things, like there isn't. So it's nice. It's fulfilling. It's like the most fulfilling thing to be able to get to that end. You know, and like that's what we chase. At least that's what me and all my employees do. I'm sure every IT person chases that. Just getting to the finished goal.
Yeah, but I mean that's something specific. You know, other IT people just might like IT, like they just like the technology.
Well, I like the tech too. Don't get me wrong, but like
100%. But I feel like that's a very specific answer that
it is.
You know,
yeah.
I'm driven to get to the goal and to like figure it out and help these people out, and even if it's unlocking your Outlook password, you know, I get the answer.
But those small wins are like highs, right?
Yeah.
Like,
well, because to them it's like a big deal. To you, it's like fucking just drinking a glass of bourbon. It's like everyday shit.
Yeah.
But to them, you're like, holy shit, you're the man. You got me my password. I always used to call IT because I could never. Because I work sometimes in Melville and Long Island, and sometimes I work in Greenwich and Connecticut, and I always was trying to flop back and forth how to make the printer like the main printer, because I would print sometimes and printed the wrong printer. And I'm like, I don't fucking know how to make, like, I hate like searching through the million printers that we have. I just want this like, so every time I would call, I actually made buddies with one of the IT guys. But
you should always, anytime you work in a private company, always make friends with the IT guy.
Yes,
because you will get everything you want, and sometimes they'll even throw you a bone, like give you some free shit. Like, you want a wireless keyboard and mouse? Yeah, bro, here.
I got a wireless mouse the other day.
Yeah, exactly.
Because in the Greenwich office, there's a lot of IT people. I'm like, yo, you got a wireless? He's like, yeah, come in the back and show you.
Yeah, exactly,
like,
bro. Yeah. No, but that's real shit.
Man, I got the hookup.
Yeah.
That's real stuff, though, man. Like, they'll hook you up. Like, we have, I don't want to say it, but like, dude, there's some users where we'll be like, yeah, I got you, bro. Like, that's nothing. I mean, obviously, we ask the admins and everything. Like, we always have a point, but like, we'll like be like, nah, he needs it though. Like, just hook him up.
Just hook a brother up.
Do the right thing. Yeah. You know, to think that like IT people don't have like a closet of like just spare shit is like naive. Like, we have so much spare crap in like the closets. Like,
love it.
Yeah.
It was literally like 2 weeks ago. I lost my mouse. I was like, fuck, I don't go on Amazon and buy like another 30 mouse. I was like, yo, you got one like a line? He's like, yeah, I'm coming to show you in the back. And I'm like, look.
It's like,
what else you got?
You ever see that Travis Scott meme where he's like, he opens the door and it's like a party behind him? It's come in.
Oh, yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
Come in.
He's like, oh shit, get over here. I was like, damn. Yeah, I always, it's good to know some IT people.
No, it is. It's cool. I mean, it's like, yeah, it's dope. So like, yeah, as long as you're cool with your IT people, they'll hook you up.
And I feel like all IT people, at least the ones that I've always interacted with, are always like yourself, like laid back, chill people.
Yeah, a lot of them are awkward. A lot of them like that's why like a lot of people are like, you're not like a normal IT guy because like I can do this, right? Go on a pod or I can drink with people, like,
Yeah.
and that's why like I'm.
Well,
good
like I
at
saw you on
sales and
Saturday. I'm like,
marketing.
what are you doing? You're like going to drink at the bar. I'm
Yeah,
like, all right. I like
going to get fucking bombed, bro.
getting boxed. Yeah, I'm sure he told you, but I was walking with my daughter, my wife, and my sister-in-law, and I was like, "Yo!" And I'm like, "He's gonna be in the podcast next week." And I'm like, "What are you doing?" You're like, "Getting fucking bombed. You want to come?" I'm like, "Can I
He started walking down the alley with us. I was like, wait, you're coming? Like you're about to leave your wife and kid?
Trying to go hang out with the boys.
That was a rough day, dude. That was a day of just drinking. That was fun though. I always love to like let loose with the boys. Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, you got it. Dude, we drank from like 2 to like 11 or something.
Just gotta get
It was aggressive.
blitz with the boys.
Yeah, it was aggressive.
Boys need the boy time.
Yeah.
Boys need boys time. You know, especially when you're like I'm surrounded by women all the time. So like when I come here, if I just hang out with a couple of the guys, it's like zen.
Yeah, no, this is
For the
nice.
boys.
This is a vibe. Yeah.
For the boys.
What was your question? You said you hold that thought.
Oh no, I was talking about and we were talking about how like people say like, oh, how do you make $1 million? Like how do I
Yeah.
And we were saying, oh, if you have a product, you can generate a product that sells for $100 and sell it to 10,000 people or whatever something. And obviously it's easier said than done. What's going on with my mic here? It's obviously easier said than done, but when you had said you post a video and it gets 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 views or likes, be like, it only got 1,000 likes. That's 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Right? And Tony talks about this. That's 1,000 people that saw your post, that liked your post. So whatever you did, they liked it. Could you sell something to those 1,000 people? If you are an IT guy and you posted an IT thing and 1,000 people liked that post, that's 1,000 potential clients that you could sell your service to. If you reach out to the 1,000 people and maybe get 5% of them, that's 50 people that you can sell your business to.
Dude,
and
1%. Just get 10.
if you get 10 people,
Yeah.
if you get 10 people, and your thing is your service, $2,000 a month, reoccurring. Now you're making $20,000 a month, and that's $250,000, and that's
Yeah.
only 1% of the only 1,000 people liked my post, and you only got 1%. You got 10 people to download your service.
So I did this. I was speaking at Bosie's today, and I did this with the kids, where I went on ChatGPT and I literally had it build a blueprint to building a dropshipping company. Like, dude, it's like I don't know if people are just getting lazy or they just don't care, but like you can go on ChatGPT and literally build a company out of thin air, like with minimal amount of cash. Like minimal amount of cash, meaning like $200. Like I could set up a whole dropshipping situation and like just push. It'll even teach you how to push ads, right? And like you could just do it. But like I don't know. I don't know if people just don't know or if people are just that lazy, you know. But it's crazy. Like if you took everything, if a lawyer came in or like whatever, the feds came in and just took everything away from me tomorrow, right? All I need is a laptop and like $250 and AI, and I promise you, I'll come out swinging. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Maybe there's just some people in this world that don't want to drive. Like they don't have to drive. You know?
Yeah, it's
Definitely.
That's the bottom line. Is you gotta want it.
Yeah.
You gotta put in the effort. Like you can't reap what you don't sow.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with living just a regular life. Like I told this to the kids too. Like there's nothing wrong with working at a Taco Bell kitchen for the next 20 years and going home and playing video games. Like some people just want that kind of life.
If that's what you want, that's what
yeah,
you want.
and there's nothing wrong with that. You want to live just like a regular life where you do 9 to 5 and you just live your life. That's cool. I'm just not into it. Right. So like it's like that's my preference, though. And like for anybody that wants a little bit more in their life. Right. Wants a little bit more financial freedom. I mean, the biggest thing is you can't quit. Like no one cares. Work harder. And no matter what your situation is, you just got to keep working. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No one cares. Work harder.
I hear a lot.
On me.
No one cares. Work harder.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of Francis in you.
No, but it's
I hear
true.
a lot of Francis
That's
in
why
you.
me and him vibe so well, dude, because we're like very much the same person. It's like funny, yeah. He comes to my office and like we're supposed to do like maybe an hour or 2 hour session, and like we always do it at the end of the day. And dude, one day, me, him, and Capozzi, we were sitting in my office from 4 to 9, And like I think it was me that was like, dude, I gotta go home. But we were just sitting there just talking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we were even making the joke like, dude, we should have put a camera on ourselves because it was just great. Like we were just bullshitting, but like it was
100%.
real shit.
Yeah.
We talk about it all the time because like we'll do and we're probably coming to the end because we're at an hour and 50 minutes, but we say it all the time. We're
almost at 2 hours.
Yeah, well, you missed the first half.
I could sit here for another
30 minutes. So I've been here for
missed first half an hour. So.
I could sit here for fucking 2 more
I'm
hours doing bullshit with you guys. You guys are great.
But we talked about
Thank you,
you.
buddy.
We talked about how we'll do events and sometimes we'll drive together to events. And I'm like, I don't know if you've ever seen the Hodge twins. Do you know the Hodge twins?
I've heard of it. I don't know what
These
it
guys,
is.
these two guys, I think they're from like Alabama. They're two brothers. Meatheads, like yoked, right? And they're hysterical, dude. I would love to get them on the show, but they're hysterical. They started off by doing more like just YouTube videos of like the gym bros. Now they're kind of more on the political side of things. But
everybody goes into politics.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody
gets the views.
But they're hysterical, and they have videos like they had videos where they would be doing like their cheat day meals, and they would be in their car going to whatever fast food restaurant, and they'd be getting like just
some mess of
right?
something, yeah.
And they put their freaking like camera down and they just film each other eating, but they're just like goofing off and they're just like talking to each other and like making fun of each other and poke. And I'm like, Eric, we should do that whenever we drive to events. Just fucking put a camera on.
You should,
because we'll be talking in the car and then just shit pops up, or even before the episode, shit pops up that we say that is hysterical, and I'm like, we should just film it and just put it up and just call it like like behind the scenes or something, or just. Car rides at the burn down, just whatever it is, and just film it because it's content. If anything, it's just content.
Yeah,
like,
it's good.
And who knows what's going to go? Maybe that's the thing that takes off. People love that kind of content. And I told them, let's just do it. Just turn the camera on.
So there's such a good point to that. I know we have to go, but like there's such a good point to that. And I told these kids were like today they were like 16 to like 18, I think, right? And I literally asked every one of them. I'm like, what do you do after school? Like, one kid was like, walk my dog and then play video games. I'm like, all right, I have a dog. Walking your dog takes like 20, 30 minutes. Like, so you're playing video games for 5 hours, right? Every answer was like video games. And I remember, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. You're 16, 17 years old. Like,
I played a shit ton.
I was playing video games. I was caddying also, but I was playing video games, dude. I was killing it on COD. Right? I was just smoking people and I was actually smoking people. I was actually dying way more than I was smoking people. My KD was terrible.
The thing is, you can play video games for an hour. You don't have to play for 5 hours.
So you get stuck in the rip. But this is what I was trying to get to them with. It was like, there is nothing wrong with streaming what you're doing, and don't stream to get viewers on Twitch. Stream to be able to clip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, everybody has, in a 5-hour sesh, everybody has a great and epic game, right? Whether it's like the end of the game or whatever, clip that and then do what these people do, where they do half the video is like your Call of Duty match, the other half is like some Minecraft bullshit that somebody pulled from YouTube, and like you just throw some music in the background. Next thing you know, like after like 20 videos, dude, you're done, and like you don't even have to put your face in it. Like what you do, what I do, like putting our face in it, that's what takes like the true balls.
Yeah.
But it's the whole side of it where people don't realize like you could literally make a ghost account.
I've seen like reels on Instagram, like people like, walk with me to watch, how I grow my YouTube channel from ChatGPT, and they like give me 10 controversial topics, and then they'll pick one, and they'll be like, all right, give me a story about this case that happened. And
I know exactly where you're going.
And they go, all right, and they take like the text from whatever was.
Yup, they put it behind Minecraft.
And then they put it in a voice app, and the app will speak what the text is, and they'll take the video of whatever, him playing video games with the text and the Minecraft, and he's like, yeah, this video generates me about $400 every single month, and I do this 10 times a day. I'm like,
yeah, dude, it's like, dude, like, and I was telling these kids, I'm like, you're playing video games every day. There is nothing wrong with just streaming it, clipping it, and just farm clipping and just pushing it. And now you have content. You know how hard you guys know how hard it is to get content for every day. It's ridiculous. Doing that, you can have content every day. Yeah. Like, you have content. You could post every 12 hours, honestly, if you really wanted to,
And what's crazy, too, is now with, like, automation, you can set it all up on a Sunday. You can
Oh, yeah.
You can take Sunday.
You schedule posting.
You can take Sunday, or take 1 day a week.
Yeah.
Take 1 day a week. You do the 4 hours of streaming, and out of the stream, you can generate out of 4 hours, you can generate 20 clips out of 4 hours of streaming.
Yep.
Some of it might be good gameplay. Some of it might be funny gameplay. Some of it might just be regular game, whatever it is. You can generate 20 clips, and now you have 20 clips for the week, and then you stream for 4 hours. You generate the clips. That'll take you an hour because you can do that all automated. And then you set it up for, I'm going to post 2 clips this day, 2 clips that day, 2, and then you're done for the week. And you set it up, and it'll auto-post, it'll auto-generate, and then next Sunday, you rinse and repeat. Do another, and
Dude, I wish I had more time to be able, to really invest into doing that. Because it's possible. Like, it's exactly what you said. ChatGPT, 10 controversial things. Give me a script for each one. Dump it. Pull a YouTube video.
He
blah, blah,
literally
blah.
showed him screen recording a Minecraft thing.
Yeah.
Clipped it, edited it to his video. I'm
yeah,
like,
dude. Like, it's possible. So I'm just involved into. I have the IT company. I own a construction company with 3 of my friends. We do that. It's been killing it.
Nice.
And then I just started up another venture, which I'll ask honestly you guys if you guys want to be on it. It's called Shop SB. Now I'm getting into the promo part.
Plug
away, man.
Yeah, so it's called Shop SB. We're taking. You know what I found out? So you ever go to a restaurant or something, or like even like like a deli, and like you see the guy wearing the shirt, and you're like, oh, dude, like I want to buy that, and the guy's like, sorry, like we're not selling it. Right, like we're out of stock or something. They're not out of stock. Like in a restaurant or like in those brick and mortar stores, every square inch matters, right? So like they're not going to stock, like deli's not going to stock hoodies and t-shirts, right? They're going to stock bread, they're going to stock cold cuts, whatever. So I found like the flaw, and
you told me about this.
Yeah, and I do IT for a couple restaurants. It's actually going live in like a week or two. I do IT for like restaurants, and we have a line item in the point of sale system for merch. Right, but I know they don't have merch because I can't. As the head of IT for these restaurants, I can't even get fucking merch. Like that's more annoying to me. Where I have to beg owners, like I really want that. So I found this flaw, and I'm like, dude, this is annoying. I was like, what if I just made a website where I can sell small business merch, right? And I'm like, okay, this is sick. So I went to a couple places that I know. I own a couple companies, so obviously those are on it. My friends own companies, so they're on it. And then, I went to a couple, but like you can't just do that, right? You got to go to notable places, right? So we have Taco Project on it. We have One Rare on it. Sale House we have on it now. So like we're trying to get a couple more companies for the kickstart. And what we're doing is we're selling, or it's a template. We're selling a hat, a crew neck, a hoodie, and a polo, right? And we even went as far as we're even going to give the people a storefront, right? So they can sell their merch and push their link out. So it's shopsb.com/Brothers Cigars, right? And or Burn Down, whatever you want to do, right? And then on that storefront in the top, it's like a big picture with your logo, and then it's your merch, right? And it's like it's only limited to those 4 things because we're keeping it like that. But every month we're doing a drop, right? So we're in May, right? Or we're coming to May. So like we'll probably do a bucket hat, for May, for like the spring, right? And that's how we're doing it. And then like on the real website, like you can just go on there and like you can filter out like whatever store you want to go to, or if you just want a hoodie. But like that's the void I found, and like that's the whole thing about building a business, right? Is like you found a problem, make the solution. Mm-hmm. So like this was the whole thing, and what we're doing is you get free marketing as a store, and you get 30% profit. So like the store is gonna get 30% profit. So like you don't have merch, you have no intention of fucking buying merch. Right, but like I want to help you push your name out. Like people want to wear people's stuff. Like if you found a really good place, like think of a place in.
Well, that's, we do that. We buy merch and then we hold on to it for so long. You only really sell it at shows.
But we're not buying the merch. We're drop shipping it all. So there's no money. Like I would never say like, okay, I need $1,000 from Burn Down or Brothers to like start this up.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I just need you to say yes.
Yeah.
And like it's drop shipped. It's all that, and it's perfect, and everybody happy, right? So like number one, it's affordable. We make money, the store makes money, and the customer gets to wear some cool stuff.
That's
I'm in.
See, but that's the thing is people don't realize about the drop shipping is they always think that you have to have a product and then you have to ship the product. Like no, everything is just about the marketing. Like you just have to get people. You can set up a shop where you don't ever have to touch the product.
Yeah.
Like perfect example, we don't ever touch our cigars. Our cigars is basically a drop shipping business.
Yeah,
we have a warehouse that stocks the cigars. When people place an order, we send it in, and they get shipped out. Like that's same concept.
And that's Amazon FBA too, But
that's it. So listen.
Yeah.
We're at 2 hours, bro. 2 hours.
How long do your podcasts usually go for?
About this. Well, guests usually like 2 hours.
Yeah.
This is a long
This
one.
is
usually a
fun.
sweet
I
spot.
like this, man.
Oh,
Thanks for having me, guys. This was great.
Bro, I'm glad you came on.
Yeah.
Here's what we're gonna do though. This is I know we.
Oh, you guys have an ending?
So here's the ending.
I've never made it to the ending of your podcast.
Okay,
I'm not gonna lie.
so here's the ending.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie.
Sometimes we'll throw in nuggets like for guests or whatever. We'll be like, hey, listen, if you made it to the end of this podcast, shoot us a DM and like, we'll give you this or you'll get a discount.
No shit.
We have my buddy owns a watch company. We did the same thing. We waited till the end and we're like, hey, listen, let us know you listened to the whole episode and you'll get like whatever it was, like 30% off his watches. And
you want me to give a nugget?
Yep. Fuck yeah, come on.
All right. Let me think of a nugget. Free consult. How about that?
A free console?
A free consult.
Oh, consult. I was like,
Yeah.
console.
No,
look.
Jesus Christ.
Free consult.
My
Okay.
partner would fucking
Okay,
murder me.
so all right, here you go. You make it to the end of this episode. If you've made it this far, first off, we appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell. Okay. We are now on Spotify. Thanks to Eric for figuring that out. We
Hell
are
yeah,
on,
brother.
Spotify video. We've been on Spotify, not the video.
Yeah, correction.
aspect.
So we're on Spotify video, okay? Because YouTube.
Half the battle.
Sorry, YouTube, but you fucking suck. Okay, so we're on Spotify.
I didn't say that, YouTube. I didn't say that.
I don't care. We're already demonetized. We're already demonetized. Anyway.
They just demonetized.
Okay,
it.
listen,
I
I don't care.
Sucks. Fuck that.
Listen, I don't care. Okay,
Fucking
because
Google.
we're on Spotify video now. So if you want to watch us, you can watch it, and pretty much everybody's on Spotify anyway. So
Yeah, that's true.
if you've made it this far, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Check out our stuff. Check out Neil and his stuff. Okay, but if you've made it this far, shoot us a DM
Or shoot Neel a DM.
Okay,
Any
or
three
shoot-
of us.
or shoot Neil a DM. Okay, and say, hey, I just watched. I watched the episode, and the key word's going to be IT. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you've made it this far, you have to DM either myself, Eric, or the Burn Down, or Neil. Say, hey, I just watched Neil's episode. Keyword is IT. Okay. If you say that, you send that, we'll know you watched all of this to the end, and you'll get a free consultation from Neil's company, West Tech.
So the consultation is me coming in, looking at your stuff, and telling you what you need to do. You don't have to come to me for IT. I'll just tell you what you need to do, and you can stay with your IT provider and just tell them, hey, I got a consult. This is what he thinks we should do, and what are your thoughts?
Nice.
So if you're a business owner out
Nice.
there, or even if you work for a company and you need some help with your IT, if you've made it this far, keyword is IT, and just send it to either myself, Eric, the Burn Down, or Neil, and you'll get a free consultation from Neil.
Fantastic.
I like that. But listen, we're at the end, so Neil, this is where you get to plug away and tell people where they can find you, where they can find your company, things of that nature. Plug away. The floor is yours.
So WestchesterTechnology.com, that's our website. We're coming out with a new one in a couple weeks. It's almost done. If you want to do a Zoom call to ask any questions, WestchesterTechnology.com/meet with Neil. You can find me on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, any
We'll
others.
put all the links in the
Yeah, whatever
description anyway.
social
Love
medias
it.
there are out there.
I love it.
And yeah.
Well, I got a little bit left, Neil.
Yeah,
Justin.
Neil.
Oh, I got just give me a little guy.
We like to send
Just a
our
little guy.
signature
There you
send
go.
off. We like to say, well, ladies and gents, thank you for watching, listening, and cheers, chin chin, and salute, my friends.
Salute.